green. I've been living greener. I'm glad you said that.
You know what?
Listen, I'm on this greener mentality.
I'm a man.
Can we let him speak? You asked him a question.
No, I'm on this greener thing, and I think all of us, just taking better care of our temples. Like I just stopped eating pork.
What would you give advice to our panel here as far as their eating habits?
Well, I mean, I live greener, and it's like I'm only giving beef completely away. That's too much of a stretch. But
once take lettuce on my burger.
Once
he eats apple now later.
And your women's
strawberry shortcake is not a
mystery mix in the house. No, but
define what that means of being green.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, just really staying focused on your diet, and also even from an Obama perspective, like I've really begun to recycle. I'm trying to take better. I actually do drive a Prius. You know what I mean? And a lot of this happened. I went
22.
I went to Chile. Oh yeah, it's sitting on them things. It's sitting on them things. But I went to Chile. I don't know, a couple years ago, and I went to see the glacier in Patagonia.
You say you went to where?
Chile.
Not Chili's.
I thought the baby back ribs.
Not Friday.
Not the baby back rib spot.
No. That's something else.
Chile.
Oh, okay.
and went to Patagonia and the glacier there. Let me tell you, it's one of the most. I urge all of you. It's one of the most amazing things I had ever seen. But one of the things that they have on the side of the glacier, you see the rock there, and you see like 1950s, 60s, 70s, and it goes on, and you can literally see global warming, and it really just in another way, just say it like, wow, like look what is happening.
All right.
Oh, yeah. So you're way over the heads of
877.
No, not really.
I got you.
Obama's about this
I'm
green
rolling
thing,
the passport. I don't have a passport.
No, I get you.
I know what you're talking about.
I did. No, what kind? You yoga or something?
No, I don't do none of that. No.
Remember you said he was like
I may do a push up. I may get 15 in.
15 what?
But I was trying to get right for spring. This is still a work in progress. But now summer. It's like, now you know how you just keep pushing it back. I'm gonna be right for the summer. Like,
you gotta put some
spring.
2009.
Yeah, I do. But I've been working really hard. So I haven't been eating like I should. So I'm actually going home tomorrow. Your mom always.
Oh yeah, get some home cooking.
Yep.
Get you some weight on.
So you lost a little weight. That's what you're trying to say?
No, I just been not by. It's a new diet, so obviously you know what I mean. But I've been my energy's better. I wake up earlier. For no reason.
What is earlier?
Huh? What's earlier?
Yeah.
12:30. Somewhere around like 11:45. But I will say my energy's been better. You know what I mean?
What kind of energy?
Yeah, you don't do anything. What do you do?
Huh?
Wow.
What do I do?
Well, I mean, as far as you don't go construction.
He's
talking about his alert. His energy with his business. He wakes up and he gets to business. He's not
I think
necessarily.
it's about your sexual energy because that's
well,
why I get up early.
It definitely helps there too. But
I get up at 6:30.
So you more of
every morning?
That's because that buzzer goes off. All open. All inmates report to child.
That's your belly ringing. They tell you to eat. No, I get up at 6:30.
That's really good.
I used to do a boxing regimen. I still get up.
Okay, that's good.
Now I might not leave the house, but I do get up at 6:30. Do my little exercise. You can say I'm physically fit. A lot of fat niggas get mad at you because you're physically fit.
What fat niggas are you talking about?
Speedy.
Do we have to say the N-word today?
Yes, we do. That's what we do here. We're not going to change the whole show because you hosting. Now, I say the word nigga.
I don't say
At least I didn't beat a woman.
I don't say
it.
Oh, yeah. Two wrongs don't make a right.
Get into
Two
that.
wrongs don't make a right.
But it make you swollen.
So, if you want to call in and talk to Mr. Bentley,
let's go ahead and
8772-106-106 is the number. That's 8772.
Call in
106-106.
But while we're there, let's talk about the Chris Brown. He actually was it Thursday. He went to court. Actually,
Right,
he was charged with 2 felonies. Correct.
Right.
2 felonies.
4 years. He was charged with felony count of assault and making criminal threats.
Okay.
Facing 4 years.
What did you think of his outfit?
His ensemble?
This nigga.
Well, because he's a fashion guy.
No, but it's more than that.
He's in court.
I gotta tell you, here's my posture on the whole thing. All right, because
your posture on the whole thing.
none of us know what happened. No. On just the whole idea.
Well, we do know something happened.
Well, there was an affidavit released as well.
Yeah,
Either she had an allergic reaction to glass. But here's
my thing, like, and especially, and Marcus knows this, but dealing with the folks on from Gs To Gents, like someone who, and he said in 2007 in Giant Magazine that he came from an abusive home. His stepfather beat his mom, and when you come from an environment like that, it really you have instincts that you may not even know that you have. And,
I don't believe in that.
But hold on, but what I'm saying, this is very real.
That's not true.
This is very real.
I think that's an excuse.
Why not
I'm
just
not giving him an excuse.
Why not?
But I'm just saying,
accept what he did.
Let him finish.
he did do it.
Yeah.
He did do it.
He was wrong.
He did do it. But what I'm saying is that when folks like that, they grow up in environments like that, they have different instincts. A lot of times they have different behaviors, and there's no excuse for that. But it is a very real thing. I deal with this on our show, our transformational show. And one of the things for me is whether you're a fan of Chris or Rihanna or not, I think we should all be in a posture of prayer for both of them, because this is a deep issue, and this is something that I believe that he can overcome.
No.
But this is a very serious issue, and there's some real things that he's gonna find going through this.
I beg to differ.
Well, that's just my
Speedy, why not?
I have daughters. I'm not going to take that, because if you do that with seems like we're doing that with every single person that comes along that hits. Oh, well, in his family. Why not just stand up and go, hey man, I was wrong, and I'll deal with it. My daughter called me. My 11-year-old daughter called me and said, Dad, why did he do that? And then I'm like, okay, this is the bullshit. So I'm going to let her know no man is supposed to touch you for no reason. I don't care what happened in his past life. I don't give a fuck what's going on.
This is
why he lost the
He knows
domino
right
game.
from wrong.
This is very true.
Do you have a daughter?
This is
Do you have a
very
daughter?
true. I don't have any children. This is very true.
So you're looking from a
Sterile.
different point.
No,
there's
I'm
some
not.
brothers in here with daughters who go, I'm not accepting it. You know what? I will go do time like Johnny Mack if a nigga hit my daughter.
And
That's
listen, I agree that it was wrong, and there's no excuse for it. I am just telling you psychologically
Where it comes from.
Where it comes from,
That's
and this
okay.
is a very
It's an
real
excuse,
thing.
It's more of an explanation.
It's not an excuse. I'm not excusing what he did. I'm not excusing what he did.
Chris Brown isn't saying that. He's just saying.
I'm saying
sometimes this stuff is just innate.
He's never said this. No one from his whole camp has even said what I'm saying. You understand?
Okay, then why are you saying it?
Because it's real. I deal with it every week, and people are saying this. And as the stories continue to grow on the show from Gs To Gents, you see how folks' families and how they grow. Obama talked about this when he talked about and addressed the black family, and talked about the importance in those first years and growing up in the environment you grow up. You know very well that the way in which you grow up has a lot to do with the way you become and the way you react and the type of behavior you have.
What you're saying is
Period.
true.
Period.
What you're saying is true, Billy, but now you're grown. You're grown. So when you were growing up, these things will have an impression on you. You see your parents or the relationship you was in was abused. But now you're grown.
Right.
And you can make right from wrong. It's no excuse, because I grew up in a decent household. My mother was a school teacher. My father worked construction. It wasn't no beating and shit going on. But yet I took the path of the unrighteous. I did the wrong things. So what kind of excuse is that? When you're growing up, you look at your parents. I'm going to be like my dad. I'm going to be like my mom. That's why they're your parents. They have supervision over you. But when you're a grown man, you out there making your money, doing what you got to do, you take responsibilities for yourself. Here's the reason why. Only you will be the nigga locked up.
But he's only.
They ain't gonna lock up your parents.
What do you think about him being 19 years old?
I don't give a fuck if you're 29.
Yeah, but come on, Johnny Mack. Now come on. First of all, you know how ignorant I know how ignorant I was at 25. Right. Just keeping it all the way funky. Right. So at 19 years old, you know what I mean? Like, dude, come
What
on.
if she slapped the shit out of him?
Still.
Twice.
No.
3 times.
3 times a lady.
Took your donut gem, Speedy.
All right, listen. Here.
Okay,
Come on.
My point is,
Go ahead, Lil.
I think men have a thing in life, and everybody's checks and balances that you go through. And I think just like as my son is 16, he has to learn that you don't do that. You don't do that from putting your hands on your sister. You have to be checked, even talking to your mom. There's a check and balance. I think I don't know if he has a father, but I don't think so. Has he met her father? See, these things are important, because if you meet me and I look you in the eye and shake your hand and I eat with you, then you're going to think twice before you put your hands on my daughter.
And speaking of fathers, from what it looks like from the media, that her father is really nonchalant about this, that he's in support of whatever decision she decides to make. I just read an interview he did with some magazine, and he just does not seem, he says he's not happy or sad about it, that he's numb to the situation.
But then again, you don't understand her family background as well.
That's
But
Maybe that's why she's putting up with
from
it.
Jamaica.
But let me ask you, when are men around going to start checking? Because that boy should be checked by all these so-called men in the industry who are around, Puffy and all these cool guys. Why ain't they stepping to him, checking him?
Because they probably smacking up bitches.
Well, but see, somebody got to. That's what I'm saying. At what point these little thugs? Tyrese, somebody's got to check his little behind. His his punk behind.
What did Tyrese do to you?
Yeah, what?
Tyrese actually allegedly hit his pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But none of us will see them out in the club. What's up, man? How you doing, homie?
We don't know what they're doing.
But you know what?
We don't know if they're stepping to
No,
it.
Michael Strahan should be stepped to putting a tracking device.
And again,
Nobody wants
That's a good idea.
and again, this is why I said that I believe we should be in a posture of prayer. Because this is a serious situation for both of them and both of their families.
No, step two and
Well, we got a phone call, and I'm going to talk about that posture of prayer.
Is it Chris
after
Brown?
this? We got a phone call.
Okay.
We got my man Charles from Texas. What up, Charles?
What's up, Joe?
What up? I just wanted to drop this on y'all. I got 2 daughters, and I
go.
feel what you're saying as far as I don't want no man putting their hands on my daughter, but I grew up in a household where I've seen my real dad do some sick stuff to my mom, but she stepped up like a lady, and she decided that situation wasn't for her. And I was around my stepdad, and I give him all the credit in the world because I don't know if I could be man enough to raise somebody else's kid, but this guy taught me how to be a man. He was with my mom until she, the day she died. I mean, stopped going to work to be with her. But we don't know the full situation. But I just want to ask you guys, can a woman do anything to a man and it doesn't matter? That's my question for y'all. Meaning,
As far as whether or not he had to?
life or death. I mean, you got to protect yourself.
Slap him, jump up in his face, saying you can't. I want to
Jump up in your face.
But here's that's another issue that as we're talking about raising kids, that's something you got to raise your daughters to understand too. First of all, women shouldn't challenge men like that. There is a learning process for both men and women as it relates to growing up. There are a lot of women in today's society who don't have fathers, so they don't know how to deal with men.
That's not true.
Wait, that is true.
Right.
And I'm trying to tell you, there are some women who believe that the way you talk to a man is I can talk to you anyway.
And buddy,
any old way. And that's why I talk to my daughter and I explain to her that's not the way you talk to a man.
But let's not forget,
That's not the way you talk to
Chris
people.
didn't just smack Rihanna. He beat the shit out of her. He didn't just smack her to get her off or whatever happened, but he really beat her.
What I'm not doing is I'm not justifying what
he
what
allegedly.
He did,
Let me put the alleged.
or putting a
allegedly.
I'm not saying what he did was right or how far it went or whatever. What I'm talking about is the precursor to that. We do not know what was the situation prior to whatever made him strike out. Like no.
Does it matter?
You know what?
Yes, it does. Speedy. What I'm trying to say is this. What I'm trying to say is there's a learning curve when you're an adult. There's a learning curve for men and for women, and there's a certain way as a woman, there's a certain way you need to deal with men, and there's a man, there's a certain way you need to deal with women. And you cannot challenge a man to manhood stuff.
You gonna make me start hitting you, nigga, if you don't stop. Claudia?
As my first words on the show today, as someone
Kind of like the Celebrity Apprentice, but go ahead.
Again, #1 show on NBC. I missed yours.
That's all right.
It came on at the same time.
Nigga, the animals even stopped watching this show on Animal Planet.
I saw a baby turn the show off. The bullshit.
But it was a baby alligator.
No.
I'd rather be a person than watch this shit.
Yeah, come on. All right, back to the point. Come on, Claudia.
Back to being serious for a second. As someone who's had experience on 3 sides of this issue, I've seen my parents get into it, and I never disclosed some of the stuff that happened in my household growing up that I got to see. But I saw some vicious things happening in my household. You know what I mean? Where I'm sure they'll come back and be used as jokes against me later on.
Yep.
But I
got 2.
Listen, I seen bones being broken. I seen noses broke. I seen stuff happen.
Chicken bones.
I ain't got no more jokes now.
Come on.
Seriously,
Stop,
let me fucking talk for real. 'Cause this is a serious issue right
very
now.
serious.
And I grew up seeing that. And then my father wasn't really around. So one can say that I really don't have a lot of experience with a man in my life because my dad wasn't really around. So Buddy Lewis's theory could come into play. But still, as a small, petite man against a strong woman, no matter how much shit I talk and how much I can challenge a guy, there's so many different things he could do before you have to go to the extent of punching a woman in her face. He could easily hem her up by her wrist and push her out the way before you go into punching a girl in her face. Even if yes, a woman should, and black women, we are notorious for challenging a man and getting up in his face and sometimes asking for it. But there's so many things. As a man, he can be like, you know what, you can be out of pocket and be crazy, but I'm not going to punch you in your face. I'm going to hold your wrist down. I'll take your hands and put it behind your back. There's so many things we can do before it leads to a full-on punching.
And let me ask you this, Claudia. How do you know what you would do? You ain't a man.
I've been in the situation where I fought.
But how do you know what you would do? You're not a man.
I'm not saying what I would do.
She's saying suggestions a man should do.
But see, here, I think Lewis made a great point when he said, like my daughter, I have a daughter that's 3 and one that's 4.
I don't. 37, 15, 36, 24.
Your oldest Poetess is right next to you.
Your 2-year-old got a 1-year-old.
13 and a quarter.
The 13-year-old's a grandmother.
Come on, Speedy. The point is, I don't let my son hit my daughter. And I tell him, boys is not supposed to hit girls. And it starts right there. When you let your son hit you, I don't care what she does. Well, she shouldn't have threw the thing at him. No. You let him find out, okay, well, if she do certain shit, I can hit her back. No, you don't hit her at all. And that's the way you got to keep it there. It should be no excuse why a man hits a woman.
But
you can walk away.
No,
Dude
and
can
listen,
walk away.
and listen,
What about
Speedy,
these
on
houses when there's no man in the house? What do you say to that?
Right. And see,
Exactly.
What do I say to
and
that?
once again,
That
this
goes
is,
back to my point.
Yeah.
You raising your daughter and your son
And-
at certain
and to
days.
your point, this is one of the importance of Gs To Gents. When we teach about chivalry, listen. When we teach about chivalry, it's important for the gentleman to understand this, but I always encourage the female audience, which our female audience is like incredibly booming, but it's important for a woman to know the ethics and the things as far as chivalry, because you need to know how you are to be treated and demand that respect.
True.
Without demanding.
And I would say command,
you can
not demand.
No, you can demand that respect without yelling or telling somebody, just the way you posture yourself and carry yourself. My mama walk to the door and look at you. She won't open the door. She'll just be looking.
I think the problem is in a lot of these households where you have a woman at the head of the household that's dealing with a lot of things on her own. She's stressed the hell out, and then she comes off very aggressive because she has to be the mother and the father in the household.
Right.
She may have an attitude, a chip on her shoulder, sick of trifling ass men dogging
She
her.
probably bad-mouths the
She
man
probably
to the
does.
kids.
And my mom was really good about that. She didn't do that about my dad, but a lot of women do that, and your daddy wasn't shit. So then the kids come up like that, and the women have low expectations, and the men see how their mother was
But
acting.
I'm confused.
You always
Because
confused.
are we saying kids or are we saying adults?
We're saying it starts as a kid,
Adults are
and
kids.
as they're growing up.
You make decisions, but psychologically, a lot of this stuff can affect you, is what they're saying.
Yes.
So let me ask you, what about the good thing that goes on in the house or I've seen in a relationship or like I said, my parents or my brothers and sisters? What about all the good things? Because what I don't like about it is that if I do the bad thing, they say, well, the daddy wasn't there. But if I do a good thing, they say Johnny Mack overcame being a single parent from a single parent and all this other good shit. We accept the responsibility for the good shit, but we blame somebody for the bad shit.
Well, I tell you this, Johnny.
And
You know
we got
what?
a quick question, buddy, little before you get your eyebrows or the hair on your ears start flowing. We
Stop
got
braiding up.
Larry,
Hey, Larry.
not Michael Jordan. We got Larry Jordan
Oh, my
on
brother.
the line.
That's my brother.
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Remember? Oh, shit.
He got beat up.
What up, Larry?
My brother.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's
Now,
up?
Larry, quick question, real quick. How
He
old?
has a question.
The nigga talk.
This nigga
I
here.
was gonna ask him a question.
Kill
Hold
yourself.
on.
If you can't get to the sister, you can get to the
Come on, Larry. Let's hear your question.
Go
Thanks
ahead,
for
Larry.
calling in.
Hey, I actually wanted to apologize to Claudia. I never realized the psychological implications of my beatings on her have had until
You a man after my own heart.
I used to whoop his ass growing up.
Can we pay you to do it again?
He's younger. I used to whoop his ass.
Hopefully I beat her tonight.
Where did you?
Go ahead, Larry.
I apologize
Great
for
show.
those. I am
Put you in touch with
sorry.
Lavelle.
I didn't
I
mean
want to bite her shoulder.
Go ahead, Larry.
Hey, I'm not that far away, brother. I'm not that far away. But I just wanted to make a comment about I work in the school system. I used to work in the Baltimore school system, and I've had broken up more fights, and I still continue to break up more fights between boys and girls than I do boys on boys or girls on girls. So it's just a sad state of some of the things that our young people are experiencing, some of the things that they're seeing at home, and they bring it to school. And it's okay for a girl to step in a boy's face, and it's okay for a boy to step in a girl's face and physically challenge them, verbally abuse them. It's sad. I constantly deal with it time and time again, and just really wanted to comment, not really ask the question, but just, let you guys know what I'm seeing with school systems now. It's just really sad, these conflicts that are happening between boys and girls.
Now,
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to, and I hear this a lot. I actually went to this symposium with
Gandhi?
Reverend Lowry, Reverend Lowry and the DA in Atlanta. And I go in, and there are all of these big pictures on the wall, and there are these young people. And then they go and show this video, and every one of these young people on the walls were dead, and all of them were killed by their boyfriends or their girlfriends. So this is a real issue in our community. Right. So and to your point, Larry, you know, you're seeing it at that level, but this is like an epidemic that hasn't really gone it hasn't really risen to where we really are so aware like that. But this is a real problem in the community, in young people. They're literally, it's like, I love you. If I can't have you, then I'm gonna kill you. This is what's happening.
But I think that's with the parents and when you're raising these kids, and like I said, even if they live by themselves, and you see your daughter outside, or your son outside arguing with the little girl, you got to nip it right there. Or you see your little girl arguing with the little boy, don't just go, well, she should do that to keep his low. No, go, hey, no, don't run up in the boy's face like that.
Hey,
Louis Diggs had his hand up for 39 minutes.
I wanted to ask Larry.
Who cares?
Well, what I wanted to ask Larry, because Claudia mentioned what was going on in her home, and Larry was in the home, and I wanted it to affect her and him differently. As a male and a female. Because Claudia has her point of view. I want to know, Larry, you saw the abuse that was going on in your home. How did it affect you as a young man growing up?
Do you date female NFL players?
WNBA guy?
I don't think Larry's on there, but I can make my piece. Speedy, what you're saying is 100% truth.
It is.
And what everyone is saying is truth when these are children.
When they
but you still on, Larry?
Yeah, I'm still here. I thought somebody asked me a question, though, didn't they?
Yeah, that was Louis Sticks. Yeah, I asked you, do you think it affected you and Claudia differently in the home? Even though she said you were a little younger, but during the unfortunate abuse that was happening.
So girls look for fathers as the model of what their man is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. My point exactly.
Boys look at their mothers, and they gain a lot of what they're looking for in wives from mothers. So I think I didn't look to my father as what I should be. You know, I looked to my father as what I will not be. So my motivation in life has always been, you know, some people are motivated by making money, some people by careers. My motivation in life has always been, I want to be the father that I never had. So
right,
I think,
but that's not all sons.
Do you have any children, Larry?
2 daughters.
Two young girls, 3 and 1.
Same mother?
He's married to a sister. Yes, he is.
No, it says same mother for both kids.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Why did he start laughing then?
Because to him that's ridiculous. To us, it's common.
I wanted to put this out there. How influential is the music, the video games? Is it desensitizing a lot of young people?
None.
Yes,
that's an excuse.
No, I disagree with you. I'm sorry. No,
that's an excuse that people use.
That is not an excuse.
A lot of the misogynistic lyrics are definitely influencing.
Let me tell you why I know the music is influenced.
No, it's not.
Listen,
when I see all these little pretty girls now with these.
Point. You guys are cutting off her point. She has a very relevant.
We're going to cut you off right now, Larry.
We got to go to a break, and we're going to come back, and Poetess does have a point, and I agree with her. We're going to have a break real quick. We'll be back to you all. More Foxxhole in a minute, guys.
Somber.
60 minutes
for the break. Moment. I done had this same outfit on for 3 days. I done had one shower. All right.
Oh, you had the same
We're back. Hey, we're back. It's your boy, Fonzworth Bentley, guest hosting for the Foxxhole. Excited to be here. And by the way, I just want to announce right now, actually, the song you just heard, the song Blame It, is the #1 song in America right now. Let's give our host, executive producer here, and from Gs To Gents, a big round of applause.
And the album's #1.
And that's right, Intuition is #1 as well. Yes.
Wow.
This is the Obama era.
Man.
I gotta go buy it
This
now.
is the Obama era. We getting it.
Number
now,
one.
Let's go. Go ahead. Go on.
Poetess.
No, you were supposed to say something.
I was going to talk about, you said you had that outfit on for 3 days in a row, but
yeah.
How did that stink? I mean, how did it make you feel? That you smell like Tuesday?
No, I don't. The funny thing is, I have never perspired in my life. It's actually it's an interesting phenomenon. But that's all.
That's your Gandhi gear.
No, it's like a mutant power of mine.
So your baby face is polar opposite.
Oh,
you don't sweat. That's not healthy.
Poetess, let's go to you, sweetheart.
Oh,
Well, actually, I want to hear about Lewis's date. I heard that he went on
I had a cool one. It was
a
a cool
nice date.
It was a cool Bud Light date. I had Bud Light. She had some white wine. She was a white wine girl. Okay. But I had Bud Light.
Was she a white girl?
No,
white wine.
A white wine girl.
No, a wine girl. Yeah, white wine girl. Yeah, Zinfandel. White Zinfandel. So
That was her
cool.
name?
Well, that's pink.
No,
White Zinfandel's pink.
no. We ordered some food. She came over the crib. We watched that film, The Family That Prays Together.
Oh, okay. How was that? I didn't see it. I heard it was pretty good.
It was good.
I did hear it was good.
It was good. A little slow, but it was good. It was decent. A little slow.
A little slow, bad acting.
But
the lighting was off.
Other than that, it was great.
But no, it was cool. No, it was cool. So I cracked my bud. She had a white wine. I got a little coffee table, and I put.
Hey, Lewis, I heard the date was different though. My boy told me you was trying to talk to this girl. And
No, that was the last.
That was last week.
That was last week. This is a new date he
He
had.
said you was a straight stalker, Lewis. Said you just won't quit calling. Lewis, my frat brother told me you was calling this girl, talking about your little raggedy show on Sunday night. You wanted her to watch it. You called at 1 o'clock in the morning talking about, did you see my show? Did you see my show?
No, I've never. The
Lewis.
only person I text at 1 in the morning is my dad or my kids.
Lewis, don't let me pull out
Now,
my
your
text.
boy-
Did you get a
First
kiss
of
on
all-
the date? What happened? How did the date end?
Get to the part with the date.
How did the date end?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Did the
y'all?
wine work?
No.
Okay,
he
no. All right, listen. So I had my Bud Light. Look,
put on a glove.
Here,
You know,
Lewis.
we had
how
our
did-
meal.
Okay.
Yo, listen, we had our meal. We
Okay.
watched the film. It was a good film. Afterwards, she said, "What's up?" And then,
What's up?
no, it wasn't like that kind of.
Okay,
what's
no,
up.
Don't
what's
say
up?
it like
Okay.
that. You get us
You say that.
excited.
It was kind of like it was. I couldn't feel the what's up. I thought the what's up was what's up.
Right.
But it wasn't up.
It was.
No,
You was up, but what's up wasn't up.
I'm on my third Bud Light, so I'm grooving.
Okay,
I'm
that's
on my
cool.
third Bud Light,
Yeah.
so I'm grooving.
What does
now.
it mean when you're grooving?
It mean,
It's an 80s term for feeling good.
yeah, my conversation is flowing.
He was
Okay,
feeling
that's good.
so fly.
Belly button. Brady Bunch
Fresh
logo.
to death.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So,
my bad.
yeah, so she's grooving, she's laughing.
It was
that's
all
what
the
I'm
way
saying.
live.
Yeah, it was all the way live.
He was on the one.
It was hip hop, a Scooby Doo.
Go on, Lewis. I'm sorry.
So she's giggling and stuff. So she's giggling. So then the cool thing was she had on some boots.
Uh-oh.
So she said,
snap.
She said, "Can I take my boots off?"
And you start knocking them.
Nah, she took her boots off. You smelled
Did you
corn
go, all
chips.
you had to do was give her a foot massage. That's it.
Did you smell
all you
her
had to
feet,
do.
Bentley?
Here's the
Don't
thing.
worry about. That's why you
Bentley.
have good
All right, here's
smelling
the
oils,
weird
lavender
part.
oils.
I
Here's
agree
the
with you,
weird
Ben.
Let her
part.
finish.
Here's the weird part. So she took her boots off and she took her socks off, right? So I was gonna no.
Oh,
she had on,
Lord.
she had her leg and things up, but she had
A whole
Mildew?
no
A
eczema.
tampon?
Eczema. What is it?
Psoriasis.
Psoriasis.
She was hiding skin disease in the boots.
So
You rub Bud Light on her ashy skin.
Should have got that help for some lotion.
She had a hydrocortisone spot.
By this time, I'm on my fourth Bud Light, right? So
Right.
I forgot where I was. I was like, oh, that's the Michael Jackson stuff, right?
Oh, you talking about?
Oh, so
You
No,
thought it was
it was
vitiligo.
No.
Vitiligo? Talking about vitiligo.
No, that's what I
That's
thought
what you
it
thought
was.
because you were drinking. I'm with you.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
thought
Go
it
ahead.
was, but
I'm
then
with you.
she was because she was doing a lot of scratching.
Oh, yikes.
So then I realized, like, oh, that must be the other stuff because my
Maybe she had fleas.
Eczema. Is it?
Is it
Eczema.
Eczema.
Eczema. Eczema. Who got the
So
keys
she
to
put
the?
She met this bitch in a
Noxema.
poison ivy patch.
So she put her boots back on. She put her boots and stuff back on because she was embarrassed. And by this time, I'm grooving. I'm like, yo, so
You
I'm
would have
like,
rubbed
Wait a minute.
eczema
So
and all.
disappointed in
So
you.
she took her boots off and started scratching.
no. So I told her about this medicine that we used to use for my son, and she got offended.
Mercurochrome.
Oh my God! So you just kept going on it.
Penicillin?
All right.
But she
That's
left,
it.
and I finished my bud, and I was good to go.
Yeah, she had Canfonique foot cream.
Where do you get these old decrepit ass, destitute ass
Now,
hoes?
wait a minute, no,
Lord?
why? Because she's got that thing. That doesn't make her. A lot of people have that. But
Well, you the one kicked her out.
Yeah,
said
you
it
kicked
didn't
her
work.
out. You the one gave her the boot.
He offered her foot cream and she got offended
Thank you.
and she left.
thank you.
But why?
Why did I
You
offer
should
her the
have
cream?
you should have offered to wash her feet in some Epsom salt.
Spermicide.
Anthrax.
I didn't have a problem with
You've
it.
been going on these dates for a while. I wonder how many Bud Lights it's going to take for you to, get somebody drunk enough to let you go ahead and run up in there.
Why don't you just date your chicks in the?
I don't want to run up in anything.
Why don't you just date chicks in CVS and you can fix all their shit while you in there and get Bud Light.
Well, speaking of Bud Light, we want to thank Bud Light. They are the sponsor here at the Foxxhole. Everybody raise your bottles and taste some Bud Light. We are talking drinkability. That's right, drinkability. We like to have fun here on the show, as you can hear, and Bud Light is the #1 beer brand in America and the #1 beer brand here at the Foxxhole. Bud Light is refreshing and great tasting with a smooth drinkability we all like. So if you want to party, you need Bud Light. Bud Light keeps it coming and is the beer of choice for all Foxxhole parties. Make it the brand you enjoy when you want to have a good time. Bud Light.
That girl can read. That girl can read.
So let me ask you this, Louis Dix. You're going on these dates constantly with these girls.
It's not
Bud Light,
once a week, Bud Light's paying
maybe you
for
should
it.
increase it 2-3 times a week.
I don't want to go out 2 or 3 times.
So you're not trying to score with these chicks.
Yeah, I mean, scoring is. I mean, what's scoring? Scoring to me is having a nice time in life.
But are you seeing anybody twice? Has anybody piqued your interest except the married one that was Buddy's friend? I see you like a little bit of danger.
Save us, Chris.
That's not true. That's not true.
Sorry.
But no, no. I'm fine.
So far you've been on these dates and nothing happened.
Nothing.
No, I've not had sex. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, you're not having sex. No.
Have you kissed anybody in
Does Bud Light have a stronger beer? Is there a Bud Dark? Because you ain't getting them faded
Is
enough.
there a Bud Roofie?
Roofies do work. They do work.
Do they?
Yeah, I was drugged before.
You was drugged before?
Yeah,
And you gave it?
well, it wasn't really consensual, but yeah, you know.
Oh my God!
Wow, Claudia.
Shit.
Damn, you know what?
We were just having fun.
You know what?
Let's
You
roll with
always
it.
a
You said you weren't gonna tell on me,
too
Claudia.
much about your shit.
Claudia, you said you weren't gonna tell on me.
Did you end up dating him?
No,
Yes.
it was rape. God damn it! Shit. God damn.
Did you report it?
Can we go to a break?
Yeah, speaking of the report, let's actually go to the poetess
Let's
report.
talk about-
Poetess.
No wonder
Let's have
you
a
ain't got
poetess
no
report.
man.
All right.
Just steal the mood up in this motherfucker with a
I'm trying
right.
to make the show serious.
She ain't got a man. She just got kids.
Claudia, you want a Snickers?
Go ahead, Porter's report. I'm sorry.
Okay. The lovely, handsome, gap-toothed Michael Strahan
Would you hit
put a tracking device on his girlfriend's car, and you know that his girlfriend is Nicole
You've
Murphy.
got to be
Nicole
kidding.
Murphy?
Are you serious?
Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's ex-wife.
I'm going to
A
defend
very
Mike
public-
Strahan.
very
Hold on,
public
hold on, let her
couple,
finish.
Right, you know what's interesting is this isn't the first time he's put a tracking device on her car. It's actually the second time he did
It's
it.
his car.
No, it's not.
I don't
No,
think
she
it's
has
his
money.
car.
She's money.
She has her own car, but
Bullshit.
he
Adewande, pipe down. She has her own shit. For real, she does.
He had the device installed because he suspected she was having an affair, and
Was
allegedly
correct?
she was.
Money well spent.
But let's go ahead and get into this. Actually, Claudia, what do you think about this? Weigh in on this whole tracking
From
device. Like,
someone-
how would you feel? Somebody you found out that there was a tracking device on your vehicle.
And then you saw Maurice Green. Like,
That nigga's faster than the car. He just
Running behind the car.
If I was guilty of it, I'd feel like, damn, I got busted. If I didn't, then I'd be like, he's crazy. But he clearly had some reasons.
Right,
Supposedly
right.
he saw some of the emails that were sent where they were gushing over each other and proclaiming their love for each other.
Bad.
So he had
okay.
reason to believe, maybe he was ready to propose to her and he needed to know.
Hey,
But I
maybe-
hear that, and they were taking trips where they were taking pictures, they were photographs, and this guy's an executive at a record company that a bunch of us here know.
Wow.
Shout out to Demetrius. He was married to my girl Coffee.
Wow.
Hold on, did we just get the name and I missed it?
Damn.
Well, it's in the story. It's in the magazine.
It is in the
Well,
magazine.
why can't we just? Does anybody? Who is the person?
She just said his name.
It's in the post.
Demetrius Spencer.
He's an A&R guy,
It's my
Universal.
boy.
Him and Coffee married like an hour and a half.
Well,
They got married over a cup of coffee.
That's still your dad.
And
you
he,
know,
and
They
he-
got married at divorce court.
I feel like if you're right, it's justified. But if you're totally wrong, then you look crazy. But
I
he
think-
clearly had something to go on.
I think it's obsessive behavior.
It is
Yeah, I agree.
obsessive.
I'm not going.
Whoa.
through-
you seen
I'm
Mike
not going
Strahan?
through my woman's
That's
emails.
obsessive.
Can we just
Whoa.
start there?
well, then how was he
But
supposed
Bentley,
to find out?
I'm not going through my woman's email.
You
I-
fucking
I can-
asshole.
If she got, listen, if you choosing on something else, I'll run a little. I want to know now, early, and keep it moving.
Yeah, because he probably
But she
cared
called,
about it.
hold on.
being
I'm
sneaky.
not going
But
to your emails.
But Ben, apparently she gave him a reason to go through. Let's call a spade a spade. If this motherfucker's coming home at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday,
Then
smelling like vinyl, I'm gonna be a little suspicious.
right.
No, you're right.
This bitch got all the
Then-
new CDs before they hit the fucking
Well, then
fan.
you know what? Then and in that case, if I speculate, then it's like, you know what? Let's take a pause, sweetheart. Let's be on pause right now. You do you, and just see what happens.
No, but maybe,
no,
listen,
man.
Maybe that happened, and she was like, "Baby, no, I'm
And she
telling the
said
truth."
no. Yeah, she said,
And all of a sudden, the phone rang, and it was a new song that ain't out yet.
blame it on the goose. That's real loose.
Hey, Johnny Mack. Johnny Mack, did she take her boots off and she tried to lie and says eczema? He's like, bitch, I know a floor burn from motherfucking eczema.
So Bentley, on your
That
show,
was not fun.
Shout out to shout out to
Okay,
Eddie Murphy for
moving
being
on.
happy.
What did you say, Bentley?
Moving
That
on
was-
to the
yeah,
next
please move on.
poetess story.
we can't talk about the tracking device. I'm thinking it's
Yeah,
money well spent.
No, but here, if the report is a tracking device, was it really a tracking device, or was Michael Strahan up under the car holding with his Giants helmet on, like just holding on?
Yeah,
to
bitch.
He's strong enough.
I'm gonna sack you tonight, bitch.
Supposedly, she took the car in for repairs, and they found the tracking device. So
Right.
one time it was in the
that's
glove
crazy.
compartment, and the other time it was under the car. So he really put a lot of effort.
Right.
into
He's
this.
supposed to
And
do
then
that.
she got suspicious because this nigga kept showing up
Oh,
everywhere
yes.
she was at.
I mean, if I would do, just call. What's the show? Cheaters? Is it still on TV?
She's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
This nigga showed up at all the
Do
clubs. He the designated driver.
You know what? I applaud.
Because you got a designated hitter. I might as well be the driver.
I applaud Michael Strahan for doing that investigation so he can go on and be happy, and I'm happy that Eddie's going on and be happy. And
You
let her
wish you
be
would have had that tracking device.
Yeah,
You know,
let him be miserable. Let her be miserable because she's earned
Why?
it.
You
I
don't
just
know
feel
that they're
sorry.
broken up. You
Why?
don't know
I
that
what
they're
Eddie
broken
put
up.
her through.
And you don't know
Well,
they're
but no,
broken
here's
up.
the thing. She's a cheater.
Yeah, but you don't know they're broken
not
up. You're
married
assuming
to
they're
that
going to
guy.
break up
She's
because
Wait a
not
minute, but
married
she-
to
but
that
Wait,
she-
guy.
time out. He's sensitive about cheating, so let him.
But wait a minute,
Yeah.
no, but no. But the bottom line is though, to far as I'm concerned, my opinion is,
Okay.
she is not doing the right thing morally. What she's supposed to do. She has 5 children. She's not supposed to be at R&B Live on the top of a table dancing at 2:00 in the morning.
She is.
No, she's not.
That's just
No, she's not.
She
man.
has the right to
No,
go
she
out.
don't. No,
She
she
has
don't.
the right to go out
Those
and
kids are
party.
going through a transition. So she needs to be with
Well,
them during that
apparently at 2
transition.
in the morning,
How
kids
you
should be
gonna
sleep.
regulate
Yeah,
her
how you
life for
gonna-
her?
I'm not regulating. I'm just saying. Well, I tell you what. I bet you sit down and talk to those kids. They would love to make sure their mommy or daddy is sitting there at home and not reading about them in some publication. that
Wow,
she's somewhere
somebody
cheating.
need to.
He's about to have an aneurysm.
what are you-
Somebody need to put their
It
boots
was
on.
Nicole
Nigga, the
Murphy.
war that Guantanamo Bay or something?
No,
It was
you
Nicole
all just
Murphy,
don't know. I mean, just
not
think
Nicole
about it.
Dix.
If you didn't have, if your children were out being raised by some darn nanny, and you reading, and your son who's in high school is reading about you, I mean, that's embarrassing for that boy.
it is. But
It's
that's
embarrassing, and then y'all
unfortunate.
all applauding her because she look. She had a great divorce settlement. So it's not like she was looking for money. She could set herself up. She had time to be with the kids, help them through their transition, which it was. Okay, but instead she's off getting pub. Who is she? She's Eddie Murphy's ex. She
Okay,
hasn't even
rub
earned
Some
that.
lotion on
fuck,
your boots.
nigga?
God
Well, she hasn't
damn.
earned anything.
You should have took that aggression out
Not
on
like
the date.
she's selfish.
There's the
She hasn't.
N-word
What is her
again.
job?
I'm
Somebody
so
give that
scared
nigga a
right
Bud
now.
No,
Light.
nobody's scared.
I like this Louis Dix. I like this shit. Speak on that
She's
shit.
just a garden tool.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Wow.
She's my friend,
I think that was a bad word.
I actually like her, though. She's my friend.
I
I'm like Dr. Laura. I'm fighting
Yo,
for the
we have a phone
Birds of a
call.
feather tricks together.
We have a phone call
Where's your
while
wife
we
at?
send Lewis to sit in the corner to cool off.
Where's your wife
We have a
at?
phone call. We got my man Walt B from Arkansas. What's up, Walt?
Rolling through Arkansas, baby. Johnny Mack.
What's going on, Clinton's best
Man,
friend?
I'm trying to do my thizzle. Matter of fact, I just dropped off a pack over there at Billy's house, so we be all right. But look, Michael Strahan just had to pay his wife $5 million on a one-time settlement, give her a house, and he's paying $18,000 a month in child support for 2 kids.
His first wife came up.
And he putting a tracking device on the Cole Murphy car? Dude, now serving number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Now serving number 2. Fonzworth loves the show. I checked it out first season, and shit was on point. I had my son watching it, so my son's he's not a G, but I had him checking out the finer points of how to act with life, as you know, the same things that I show him and stuff like that. Poetess, you my girl, you know that.
Thank you.
Speedy, my man. Hey, Louis.
He can't talk right now.
He's on punishment.
Louis, I'm with you.
Hey.
Louis,
hey.
I'm
That's
with you
not cool.
100%, Louis. You know, you do your thing. You want to have a good time, but sometimes, dude, you might have to blow her up and put a little bit of duct tape on her.
about his blow-up doll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty, Walt. That's just
Hey.
Did you call just to give shout-outs, or you got something to say?
Thanks for the phone call, Walt. That nigga sound like R2D2.
Okay, can I move on to the next story?
Right, can I just say that, and just wrapping it up,
Go ahead.
She's very bold because she's in a very public relationship, and to cheat
You know,
when you
don't make it. Don't justify that she's being bold.
Let her finish her point.
Okay.
Hold on, you don't even know. You don't even know where I'm coming
Well,
from.
you
I'm
just
on
said
your
she's being
team.
bold.
Relax,
Okay.
ET. Shit.
It's the sick ET.
All right, we should play. Go ahead.
I thought she said his show was on KCET.
Louis, relax. I know you're bitter at everybody with ovaries right now. But what I was going to say is...
That's not true, but go ahead.
No, but what I'm saying, goddamn, I'm not even going against you right now. Shit.
Well, don't
I'm
be
saying...
You know, it's funny when you talk, when you get mad, your voice is more feminine. It's great.
It does.
Keep going.
You said Lewis is on ovary overdose?
No, but I'm just saying,
real
it's very bold of someone to cheat, male or female, when they're in a very public relationship.
Right.
I seen them out like about a month ago, and they looked like a very happy, loving couple.
All three of
and
them?
apparently, this has been going on for a year. So, whenever you're cheating on someone and you're in a public relationship, it's even more.
Is it bold or dumb?
It's both. It's both. It's both. It's both.
Hey, I think she should do her thing. But we got another phone call. We got Faith from the ATL. What's happening
What
with
it is? What part of A you calling from?
Stone
I'm from Monroe. Hello.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
What's your question, love?
No, I was calling to say that I did the same thing. I had suspicions of my ex-boyfriend that he was cheating, and I work on computers. So first I put a program on my computer, because he would get on my computer, and I put a program on there that would tell me where he'd been, who he's talking to. You know, it had everything on there, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So he was a habitual liar. Then I put something on his vehicle.
Go ahead.
But I also put a device on his vehicle so that I could see. I had to get the device off, put it on the computer to read it, and it told me everything I needed to know on when he's calling me on the phone, telling me, "Oh yeah, I'm still working," because he did delivery, and it didn't all add up. Nothing added up with him. So, but now he is in my past, and I'm so glad I did. I would do it again. So,
How did you confront him about that?
And where do you get the device?
I was about to say that. What's the name of the device? Because I want to check on myself late at night.
I ordered it online. You could do
How did you confront him, though? Did you say, listen, at this time you were here, and how did you do that?
I would do certain things like I use two devices. One you can use if you have a Sprint phone, you can use that. I used a Sprint phone one time. Yeah, because you can do the locator thing. So the first time I did it, and I had to get my phone out of his vehicle, so I just pulled him over. I had another girlfriend of mine tracking him while I followed him, and me and her was on my other phone.
Okay, Inspector Gadget.
Oh, I'm a computer whiz.
That computer.
Hey, you are. Now let me ask you this, Faith. You are very intelligent. How about just break up?
No,
you gotta know first, though.
But
Yeah, if you need two gadgets, didn't the first gadget tell you the nigga wasn't shit?
Okay,
I wanted to ask.
I
kept delivering to the wrong house?
Breaking up, getting back together, because he was helping me out financially, and it was coming in handy.
So actually, he paid for the own tracking device. Word to the wise, nigga. Get receipts.
I was going to ask
That is hilarious.
How long did she investigate? How long was your case? How long did you investigate him before you revealed?
To show the mortgage paid.
No, I didn't. Well, yeah.
From the 1st to the 3rd of every month.
Scorned identity.
I was going through a lot of things through, like, health. I was having surgeries and stuff on different things. So
you stayed with him for the health plan?
Well, no, I had my own, but he came in when the bills was due. So, it off and on. I finally let him go, like, last year, sometime June.
How long was this investigation going on?
I kept letting him know as long as possible.
Till the lease went out?
I kept letting him know that I knew certain things, and then one by one I would tell him how, because I was tired of it. Once you get fed up.
Sweetheart, let's get to the question. How long was the investigation going on?
Couldn't have been as long as this call.
It was maybe about 3 to 4, about 6 months.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, you going?
But nowadays, when people have a financial interest, not nowadays, but it's you have a financial interest in your partner, it does can save you some money if you do investigate and find out before you marry someone and have to pay alimony later on. So
True.
there is
I'm not.
You prefer not to, but sometimes you have to.
Yeah. That's my suggestion to all my single friends. Check that FICO score. Check them. Make
I ain't
sure
got time for
credit
that
is
shit.
good.
We got another phone call.
Check that FICO score.
We got another phone call. We got a call from my main man, Low Life from the Alabama.
What's going on, Mike?
What's cracking, pimpin'?
Man, look here, man. I'm trying to see where you buy the tracking device at, because I always lose my bitch at the light when I'm trying to follow her.
Brilliant. Wow. That's stupid.
I'm about to run out of gas about this motherfucker, man.
Hey, Low Life, on the real, you ever have to, like, you know, put a tracking device or, you know, creep and follow your broad or something like that?
Nah, man, I'm from Alabama, man. Man, you know what I'm saying? We don't have no shit like that.
But aren't you're married, right, Low Life?
If a bitch do put a tracking device on goddamn me, if she show up where I'm at, I'd rather do a goddamn Chris Brown on that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
What the fuck you follow me, Miss Buzz?
It's only 17 people in this town.
Hey, well, thanks for the call, Low Life. I'm quite sure that authorities will be looking for you sometime soon.
Aptly named like Low Life. What do you expect?
Hey, but that was funny. He said he keep losing them at the light and shit.
That shit was very funny.
Okay, moving on. Tony Braxton impersonator caused
Hysterical.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
Did
I
you
hear
hear about that?
What
Who was
city
it,
was
Anita
it? It
Baker?
was overseas somewhere, was
Yeah,
it?
Republic of Suriname.
Suriname.
Yeah.
What
I
do you
can't
do?
spell
What do
it.
you
Well,
do?
this
Faint?
promoter hired this imposter to perform.
Impersonator, not an imposter.
Well, yeah, impersonator to be
I heard
to
of it.
perform as Tony Braxton.
And thousands showed up, right?
Thousands
Right.
showed up, and when she got on stage, they noticed.
And she rode it. I saw an image of this. She actually is riding like if you carry a lady in. These two guys are like carrying her in, and she looks, sort of like. I mean, if
It was phony Braxton?
I heard she was like 6'6", and Tony Braxton's like 5'.
yeah.
Hilarious. It was Anthony
but in the-
Braxton.
Well, what's the problem? They got to see a show, right?
No, man, they were
No,
they
the
booed
tape
her.
broke.
They
As soon
booed
as they
her.
got wind,
It was
that-
Dwight Braxton.
They booed her.
It
as
was
soon
a
as
guy.
they got wind that it wasn't Tony Braxton, they start tearing it up.
Yeah, and she
They start
actually
throwing
issued a
bottles.
statement and said, I'm looking into this. I'm sorry to my fans and so on and so forth.
You guys think she was a part of it?
All three of her fans got
No.
pissed.
Wow.
Tony, Brad, please. Breathe
sisters.
again.
The same fan.
Breathe
Is
again.
Kenny Lattimore and that other girl still married? Mm-hmm. Who? Shantae?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
since we got you here,
Yeah.
we're going to get into the T.O. thing later. Let's talk about your lovely show, Gs To Gents.
Yeah. Well, we're actually, we just finished our fourth episode, and right around now is usually when
First
you
of all,
start
let's
to.
applaud that.
Yeah, second season.
Brother with a show
That's
on.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you. And but we're right at the place where usually we start to kind of get rid of some of I think are distractions a lot of times, and we can really focus and hone in on the gentlemen that are really serious. And ultimately, I do feel that everybody that came this season were serious about a transformation because the brand has really set itself up. And Marcus, Jamie, and I and Chris, we talked and we really set this up to be like a real institution. MTV originally was like, no, we don't want anybody on that's seen the show, but that's not what it was. This really represents hope for a lot of people. And the guys in their tone coming in was like, this is hope. And, I think that ultimately everybody was talking this past, week when Macho was, his membership was denied and he was crying the way
let's
he
talk
was.
about that. Yeah.
And a lot of it is because he put so much on what this was and felt that he needed to get to the end. But what folks need to understand and what these gentlemen understand, and I talked to a lot of them through the blog, and I talked to a lot of them on the phone. We're actually going to try to get Macho on the phone for you guys in a second here on the Foxxhole. But it's about you coming here and getting these tools, but this is just the beginning of your journey. You're supposed to leave here and move forward and continue to work every single day on your strengths, on your weaknesses, to be a better man.
Now let me ask you this, because, I watch the show religiously, every Tuesday night, 10 o'clock, MTV. I do watch the show. And the G stands for?
Short for gangster. Or,
right. Is it me, or is it just too much motherfucking crying going on for these so-called gangsters?
And let me just tell you, and to that, I'm glad you asked that. It is a very emotional thing when you realize your self-worth. It is an extremely emotional thing. And for a lot of these guys, they come from wherever they come from. They grew up the way that they did. The expectations are far too low across the board around America in general. And I believe that people perform at the expectations that they're given. So when they're in this place where excellence is if either you're excellent or you're gone, and the expectations are very high, then they're going to raise themselves to the expectations.
But the crying,
it's an emotional thing.
T.O.
When you realize your self-worth. Now,
G stands for Gerber.
Exactly, or lack of, or lack of. And in this instance, he felt that everything was over because You're right. When the man was crying, I hadn't heard anybody cry like that since I flew off of the Ferris wheel and landed on my back. When you land and then your mouth open and then nothing come out.
And then a lot of times that gangster is just a mask of.
Yes, because inside is a little nigga playing jacks.
Hilarious. Hey, Bentley, I got a question for you too.
Call them grovelers now.
Because the last time we was here, you had a serious conversation and you got into your phone about a scripture about being a malicious witness, right? And you said you can't stand a snitch. Remember you said that?
No.
You said you don't like a nigga that snitch. You said you can't stand a snitch. But I'm watching the show.
Right.
Tuesday, 10 o'clock, MTV. Right. I'm watching your show, and this nigga, everybody come to have a one-on-one conversation with you, and they're snitching on one another. But and you tolerate that, but you told me.
No. You're taking two things completely.
He does.
Why are you going there?
Because I want to know. I want to know how you feel about the
because you're going to get into a philosophical conversation right now that is endless.
You said you don't like snitches, right?
No. What I said is what I said is that we need to take our communities back. First of all, is what I said. Now this is a very hairy subject, and we don't even have time to get into this, brother. We just don't. We don't.
Well, I'm asking you a question,
I
brother.
understand. And we don't have time. We don't have time. But one of the things that we do, I'm there. I'm not there all of the time, right? So they're supposed to go on. They get a lesson. They have challenges. They're to go on, study their notes. I am hoping that they're working every day to be better men when I'm not there, and that sort of thing. Now, when I have meetings, a lot of them come to me and say they want to talk to me.
Right.
All right. Right. Now, when they come and talk to me, and I said this last season, I said I don't like a snitch, but I'll listen to one.
Right.
So in that respect, when they come to me and they're telling me things that are going on in the house, I don't make a judgment then. I always use that information, and then when we have our chapter room, I put it out so we can all talk about it amongst men. And that should be fine. And one of the things that I have to say, as far as taking our communities back, there's certain things that are going on a lot of times in our communities that I think we ultimately, some of the communication is skewed, and there isn't communication. But we need to talk about some of the things that are going on in our communities and say what we do want, what we don't want, what we like and what we don't like. And that's a different type of debate within our community if we're doing that. You understand?
I was going to say, who is the we and who are we talking to?
I like snitches. I want to know who's doing stuff. You tear my shit up, I want to know who the fuck tore up my shit.
You become a snitch. Once you start owning things, you become a snitch.
I think,
Again. And if are you talking about when you say snitch, do you mean the snitch that tells on somebody in the neighborhood who's done something fucked up?
Whatever.
Listen, this is where the word snitch came from. Okay,
let's
not necessarily came from, but this is what these hard niggas are trying to say. If we're both criminals,
right,
and you get caught,
yeah,
nigga, you got caught,
yeah,
right.
Don't fucking tell on me.
Right. This is true.
That's what they're trying. That's the whole.
Right.
Because listen, I remember the
But what if I get caught and I didn't do it?
But see, here's the thing.
That to me is not snitching.
No, but and here's
I'm in the car with Buddy, and he got 2 kilos of cocaine. He gets pulled over
on his breast.
Wherever.
Or if somebody I'm with and I'm not doing illegal activity, and this nigga didn't say, as it said, yo, Chris doesn't sell drugs. This was my shit. But I'm going to tell. As a matter of fact, Buddy sells drugs. He has a friend named Johnny Mack who sells drugs. He's a Capricorn. Them niggas love playing basketball at the Casino Balboa Park. They love Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, especially the one on Pico. If
you can catch them Negroes there.
But if we're both criminals, I understand.
Yeah, I agree.
Nigga, listen.
Don't you keep your mouth shut. But what has happened is this whole snitch culture and idea has crept into another place, and where you have folks that are under 12 years old, and there may be somebody who was raped, and now, and it's wrong, and you know the person like whose father, and then they're wondering whose daughter got raped that's 12 years old.
And he's like, I ain't no snitch.
I ain't no snitch.
Right.
Young kids killing each other in the neighborhood and not telling who was the gunman.
And,
I mean, they're
well,
poison.
that's also fear.
They're poison
Yes.
to our neighborhood.
That's also snitching. That's
you're
fear.
right,
Like he
Poetess.
might get killed. You know, also from that happening.
But if you don't come forth and become a witness, then you will get killed.
I tell my friends all right now, you better not do shit around me. I'm
telling.
Fuck on this.
I think that word snitch is dangerous and it stops people from doing the right thing. As an
Bullshit.
point.
Right.
No,
Don't
it
stop
does.
me.
But
I
let somebody do something to one of your kids, and you're gonna want someone to snitch or someone.
Listen, I remember
If somebody take your flat screen, you're gonna be like, does anybody? No, it's football season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know, please.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So
I remember this
shit
dude in
back.
my neighborhood. He was the toughest nigga named King. He was the toughest motherfucker in the world. They robbed these people's house across the street from me. This nigga, I don't know. I was little. He felt 6'5", 280. He came out the driveway with his hands up. They're like, "Don't move!" The police had the guns on him. He said, "Wait a minute, there's another nigga back there." I was like, "King is a fucking snitch." There's another one back there. Mike, they got us. Mike, they got us.
Come on out.
Mike,
Come on
you
out,
right
Mike.
there.
go ahead, Lewis.
Hey, I do want to do a shout out to the New York cops who are donating their tips to the orphan twins whose parents were killed in an accident in New York.
Oh, that's
So
right.
that's really nice of them. That's some good news.
Big
That's
shout
some
out
good
to
news.
them.
We got so much
And-
bad
and-
news. That's some good
Somber
news.
show.
We got a phone call for you, Bentley. We got Macho
Oh, hey.
from Gs To Gents who just got kicked off with the diamond on his face. He's on the line. What's up, Macho?
What's going on, world? Mr. Bentley, what's going on?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. A blessing. I'm glad to be on with you.
You remember our agreement when you left, when we talked about, 3 hours afterwards, right?
Exactly, but keep the faith.
Right. Have you been staying focused?
Oh, I've been
On the
real
show
focused.
right now.
Actually, a lot of positive things have been happening in my life, you know what I mean?
I believe that, and like I said, you know, it's not the end. And when we do have the reunion show, which is something that we always have, this is now a clean slate and an opportunity to see who's taken the things that they have learned on from Gs To Gents. Gs To Gents. Fam, I'm talking to a brother real quick.
He got Joe. Hey, it's all good.
Here, listen. Stay with me, Macho.
Okay.
So this is an opportunity for you to show, hey, this is what I've been doing since I left. I learned something. I've been using what I've learned, and I've been not only affecting my immediate community, but the things that I've been doing. So why don't you talk to the people? Tell them a couple things. You know, I'm sure you got a lot of stuff going on. The things you can talk about. What's been going on?
Oh, well, a lot of the positive things that I have are going on right now. I've been definitely reaching out to the youth, and I have actually a media company that they're backing me up right now, and actually, you know, publicists and such. I've been going out talking with the youth, with like the Boys and Girls Club, the Big Brother,
Really good.
Big Sister, you know,
good.
and also I've been to like 2 juvenile facilities, and actually like told my story, and you know, told them about the show and the impact it's actually had on my life. So from that standpoint, it's been real good. Also, I've been going to like, because I'm in Florida right now, going to like the state fairs in Tampa, Orlando, and talking to the people and just inspiring them, you know, from that perspective, as from the people. In the entertainment perspective, I'm actually working on a book, you know, as yourself, you know, you had your Adventure Swagger. I kind of have a book coming out that's going to be towards the gentleman and basically how to the psychology of a woman and kind of how to, you know, come correct. You know what I'm saying? You can still be a G, still be, you know, suave at the same time, but have respect and come in a way that a woman will respond to the way you maybe would like her to do. That's one thing. And then another
Have you
thing
figured
I
out a
got-
title? Did you figure out a title for the book yet? Because I'm excited about this because this is one of the things. Huh?
Yeah, I do have actually a title, and guess what? It's a real, people are going to frown at it, but then that's why they're going to check it. It's called Pimp 101. You know what I'm saying? And
Pimp
then
101.
You're doing so
Wait
well.
a minute. It's called Pimp 101.
Wait a minute. That's derogatory. How are you going to be all say
Oh,
all this positive stuff?
Hello?
No, one.
Wait a minute, hold up. You said you got on saying that everything was positive, you turned your life around. Now you sitting there, you going to label the book pimping, which you know is derogatory.
Why don't you
towards
call
women.
it?
Hold on.
Why don't you call it Tiny Tears?
Macho, I got this one. I'll defend.
No, let him answer
Macho.
it, Mr. Let him answer it, Mr. Bentley. You put him out there. Let him. If he's going to write a book and he's going to have all this stuff going on, let him man up and answer it.
All right, and then I'm going to chime in
all right.
afterwards.
I mean, come on.
Anger on this show.
I'm his mentor, so I can answer.
But
what I
no,
want.
it's going to be mental. Let him walk through his own walk. You mentioned now it's time from the wall.
Go ahead.
Can I see? Can I see?
Yes, go
Wow.
ahead. Don't cry. Go ahead, Macho. Macho, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hurry up. You only got 12 minutes left.
The word pimp is not to be associated with anything derogatory towards females, and that's definitely, will be spoken about. The word pimp means fly. It means hot. It's basically another synonym for hot, for something that is positive, something that's going on. Damn, that looks pimp. That looks positive. My alias is Pimp Poet, meaning hot poet. You understand?
That's ridiculous.
No, here, listen, Macho.
Ridiculous.
Here, Macho.
No.
One of the interesting things is
That's ridiculous.
it's funny because you can't catch a fish unless you have the right bait. You agree,
right?
Correct?
And you didn't got the jacket.
Hold on. And on that front, I wrote an etiquette book, but I didn't name the book Mr. Bentley's Etiquette because a lot of folks would have just thrown the book to the side. I entitled the book Advance Your Swagger because swagger is a term that I know that the youth and these folks understand, and so maybe they'll say, you know what, I may grab this because he's talking about swagger, and I know he's a little different on his, and he's been moving around and shaking and that sort of thing, so let me grab this book. But before they know it, they've actually read an etiquette book. So by him calling his book Pimp 101, there is a community of folks that probably is very close to his community and his culture and his
Listen,
peer.
no.
Hold on. Let me finish my statement, please. Let me finish my statement. Oh, I can't finish?
Wow, these people are clowns, man.
No, all right. So, no, well, I'm just. All right, go ahead.
Well, why are you so hostile in here? What did I do? I'm trying.
No,
to...
you're
not you.
No,
Let me take up for you real quick.
Like
Now, the word pimp is used, not even by the young, but even people like us. They say shit is fly, this shit is pimp. Our culture has a way of, throughout the fucking forever, of taking negative words and making it positive.
Right.
Shit is bad. That bitch is a beast. He's the shit.
Right.
So I understand why you use the word pimp.
Right.
That's all I want to say.
Now,
Yes.
to older,
No.
The older people ain't buying this book.
right? No,
This is
I
for
know.
his generation.
I understand. I'm with you. Shit,
Got
it's a tag
little
girls
sticks
day.
in me.
It's a
Go ahead,
derogatory
Macho.
term. No matter
So
Go
how
ahead, Macho. Go ahead, Macho.
his book
Man,
says
I really
swagger.
appreciate you talking with me, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you on the reunion. So everyone who at the radio station, thank you for having me on. God bless everybody, and catch me on YouTube as well for my latest ventures. So, Mr. Ben, I'll talk to you later. All right, have a good one.
Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Macho.
Macho.
Yeah.
You still there? I want to say I'm here every week, and I have to just bear through some of these people that call in that have been kicked up Gs To Gents, and I will say, to me, you sound the most enlightened and the deepest and the most affected of the experience. I think you truly took the experience and used it for something positive.
Oh, yeah.
You sound like you got it together, so I'm giving you props.
It's a lot deeper than these last 10 minutes you guys put me on the end of your show. But like I said, you guys have my number, so if you want to have a positive conversation, something constructive, not a negative, then yeah, reach out and I'll definitely speak to the people and let them know what's going on. But as far as being criticized or that negativity, I'm really not for that.
Macho, what's your MySpace so that folks can stay in contact with you and that sort of thing, or your
If you want to
website?
hit me on MySpace, go to www.myspace.com/Chicago Cool Cat. Spelled just like
Awesome.
that with all the C's. Chicago Cool Cat.
I'll hit you a little
Keep
bit
up-
later. I got your cell
Keep up
number.
the good work.
I won't.
Hold up, Mr. Bentley. I wanted to ask you a question.
MySpace.
He's throwing out that we're being negative and stuff because we're asking him direct questions, but he came from a negative background. So he should have been able to absorb those questions and process them. And
He don't want to stay there.
He does.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
but-
I'm just saying
Let me
that.
tell you what was more incredible than anything is that I saw your passion for the show right now. Like, some people do a show, get a check, vibe. You,
Two checks.
you turned into a different person. You became executive producer,
Dr.
mentor,
Phil.
pimp, doctor, educator. It was kind of interesting to watch. Like, it was real to you.
No, it is very real, and I think to Chris, Jamie, and Marcus's kudos. I think that's why they chose me for this, because they know that this is a point of view that I have. I've been consistent with it. I wrote this etiquette book. A lot of the teachings of the show come from the book, and so I'm just excited that I'm able to not only share these teachings on the show, but folks are learning from them out there, people listening, and the show's in 30 countries right now, so it's really making an impact.
Good.
What's it called in Japan?
You ought to hear the way they got me sounding. And I met this dude during Super Bowl that's in Pakistan, and he was like, "Yeah, I watch you in Pakistan." So I want to put that on my website. But listen, we're gonna go to a break. You here live? It's the Foxxhole. It's your boy Fonzworth Bentley, guest hosting for the #1 song in the world right
And
now.
album.
Blame It and album. Mr. Jamie Foxx. We'll see y'all in the home in a little second.
Yeah.
Come back to the Foxxhole. It's
Yes,
your boy,
sir.
Mr. Bentley,
Yes, sir.
in the captain seat right here, doing my very best. Poetess, it's on you, sweetheart.
That's right. We want to thank our good sponsors, Bud Light. They're the sponsors here at the Foxxhole. Everybody raise your bottles and taste some Bud Light. Need some right now. We are talking drinkability. That's right, drinkability. We like to have fun here on the show, and that means Bud Light. It's the #1 beer brand in America, like we would drink anything else. Bud Light is refreshing and great tasting with a smooth drinkability that we all like. So if you want to party, you need Bud Light. Bud Light keeps it coming and is the beer of choice for all Foxhole parties. Make it the brand you enjoy whenever you want to have a good time. Bud
Poetess.
Light.
Yeah. Without the sexy. What happened to the sexy voice? You need the piano to.
Yeah, you know, something about the music.
When you got the piano, you just feel like.
Yeah, you know.
You get all wet and.
Introduce Ruben Paul's opening act.
Never that.
Yo, we got a new cat,
See, that was
somebody had Buddy Lou had to leave, so we got our new friend in here. Introduce yourself, my brother, and tell him who you are.
TDP, a.k.a. Buttercream, b.k.a. Tom, Dick, and Harry on the mic.
AKA two blackberries.
Yeah, important. I'm very important.
Very funny dude.
Very funny dude.
Appreciate that.
So Fonzworth, we left off at talking about Gs To Gents, and my man Macho just called in.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm quite sure, like you said, there's a lot of listeners, a lot of watchers of the MTV. Gs To Gents was on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. What is your ultimate goal? Like my question would be like, 'cause most people saw it last year, so they knew what to do or what to expect for this year. What's the difference between last year's show and this year's show?
Well, a couple things. First of all, you know, last year's show, those guys had no idea what they were going to get into.
Right.
A lot of them showed up. They was like, "Oh, I'm on MTV. This is
Right.
TV." You know, we knew a lot of their stories because, you know, in the interviews that the casting folks do, they knew, you know, some of the way they grew up and that sort of thing.
Right.
You know, I find out everything. I keep myself pure as a host and find everything out there on, you know, as you see it in reality. But
Right.
a lot of them didn't know what they were into, and before they knew it, they were like, this is a transformation. This is real. Like,
Right.
this is real. I think this season, these gentlemen obviously know the brand of Gs To Gents and what it's about, and it's a transformational show. So the guys really showed up coming, wanting change and wanting to make a change. But ultimately, you know, as far as the tone, I wanted it to be, last season was more about consistency and really striving for change. This season, I really wanted it to be more about retaining the information and teaching others, hopefully their communities. This is a real movement now.
That's right.
They're everywhere. Gs To Gents, like pockets of folks doing it. Folks get my book. This in curriculums across America now, and it's a real thing. So in order for this movement to not only continue to go, but to gain momentum, these guys who are the satellites for the brand have to go back to their respective neighborhoods and making sure that they not only represent this lifestyle, but teach it to other folks.
And it sounds like Macho is doing that.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Louis.
Well, I was just going to ask you for your styling of men, because we see a lot of men who are over 40 wearing things they should not wear. What's one of the things you think guys should not wear? If you're over 40, don't wear that anymore.
Right. What you got on right now is all the way wrong.
Thank you, Mr. Bentley. Thank you, Mr. Bentley.
Paint the picture. Lewis has on a bright orange
Caltrans shirt.
What's that called?
Half
a
mock
panel top. What's that called?
A mock
A
turtleneck
fleece.
with a zipper. A mock turtleneck with a zipper.
He has
which
on
doesn't exist.
But a fleece.
That's just a sweatshirt.
But the mock turtleneck has a zipper.
This is on sale for $6.99.
And you can go,
we already knew that.
and you can go to thepoetess.com after the show and see it.
But make sure you wear some sunglasses because it's bright as fuck.
But what, is there any other do's and don'ts for men over 35, 40 years old?
Well, I think ultimately
You look mad just
you
You look really. He had a serial
I
killer
was
moment.
thinking of a joke.
No, but it didn't work, and you looked real scary just now. Like,
Get it,
seriously.
Well, you know what, Chloe? You chill out.
Hey,
You're
yeah, listen.
paranoid.
Hey,
Why you
I was married for 16 years. I'm fine.
you was mad or married?
Married.
Oh, you're
16
married.
years. You can't go. That's in the stress. You go through that stress, nothing affects you after that.
Let me ask you this, because you into the fashion, and I do, watch the show. You a high price, you the guy.
Look at that ring.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah,
man.
go Palermo, though.
Yeah.
Genevieve Jones.
That nigga got on a
Genevieve
Tecmo
Jones.
Bowl super ring.
It's actually Genevieve Jones. It'll be
Yeah, anyway.
this next month's vote.
Yeah, and you know what? You had said something about pre-biting. Remember you said that?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Let's
Let's
get into that.
All right, and from a hip-hop point of view, and we have all types of listeners here, young and old. Hating has taken over as the new biting. Hating is nowhere near as bad as biting.
And define that.
But hating, like, folks, oh, you a hater.
Right,
You know,
right.
That biting is
Copying,
1,000% worse. And I was like, when somebody does something that you do, like, you know, folks, it's skinny jeans everywhere.
Huh.
You know, I know a lot of gentlemen come to me and I like your sense of style, and I went and learned how to tie a bow tie. I like three-piece suits because of you and that sort of thing. Like, that's cool. But biting, this whole idea of pre-biting is really where I want to get to.
Right.
Pre-bite, this is a new term. We're giving it to you right now live.
Right.
Foxxhole
Foxxhole
television.
exclusive.
Foxxhole TV and on the radio satellite.
Okay.
Pre-biting.
Pre-biting is the absolute worst. This is when you know I'm about to do something and you around me and you done taken what I'm going to do and go do it before I get to pop it off.
Oh,
Right.
I
You
have
know,
some friends that do that.
That's hilarious.
That is
so
the
you tell
worst.
somebody about the new Air Jordans, and he go get them.
Or what, you know,
Yeah,
or
and put glitter on the side.
or whatever. Like, imagine if Michael Jackson had showed somebody the
His
beaded
nose.
jacket. No, the beaded jacket early.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And all of a
then
sudden, Jermaine
Prince,
Stewart got it
Prince,
on.
and Prince done showed up with it on. That would have been like, come
That
on.
is
Did
Speaking
that
of that-
pre-biting.
Tito was wearing it.
The worst.
Speaking of that, I noticed that you are rocking a new hairstyle.
Yeah, it's called a McClendon. I got to look.
You're like Ali.
Yeah, it's Ali. It's 1950s. This is very 1950s.
Will Smith and Ali.
Cassius.
Yeah, like very.
Floyd Patterson.
Yeah.
You look like a greyhound with a poodle top.
A little Anita Bakerish.
I apologize.
Oh, it's
I
you.
apologize. But
like a backward shag.
no, it's better.
Like a bouffant.
Kanye actually
A
cut
bouffant.
his shag off.
Look
Look at you,
But
TDP.
I've been getting a lot of compliments.
Y'all
Like
good
I was on
hair.
Chelsea lately, like
give y'all-
last Monday, and she thought it was adorable. And
I
I got
think
a lot
it
of
is.
comments.
Because you
Well,
got a
thank
good
Thank
grade of
you,
hair.
boys.
You can rock that without
Well, thank you.
perm.
Thank you,
you're
baby.
waiting.
She is a drunk.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, she is a drunk.
Well, pre-biting.
I do like the hair. What do you think about Kanye's haircut?
Well, he cut it off. I thought it was an avant-garde decision, and
For our listeners that don't know what that means.
I thought that this was a.
Questionable?
No, I thought that it was a.
Unattractive?
No, I thought that it was
Weird?
I thought that it was
Bold.
bold and specific.
I thought he was a dark-skinned DeBarge when I first saw him.
And I like it.
Y'all lucky he cut it off. I'm gonna tell you what you won't know and it ain't like I'm spoiling that. He was thinking about getting a Jerry curl.
Don't do it.
I've
been through that.
He would have brought him back.
No, he won't.
So it was like a,
I bet it would have been a couple people to get a Jerry curl.
Absolutely.
Just because he
it
did.
was like a thick kind
First
of
of all,
mohawk.
what you
It was like a black mullet.
They had a bullet.
like a young
I
Billy
wasn't
D.
mad at
Williams.
it. Yeah, I wasn't mad at it.
Nigga look like Drew Pearson.
Now, wouldn't pre-biting be considered what R. Kelly and Aaron Hall went through? Because they had like the hairstyle and then
And they had
in the career.
Let me see if I can think of a good. Wow.
Aaron Hall had the mouthpiece thing first, and then all
I'm
of a
trying to
sudden,
think of a good example.
Because you know Aaron
Aaron
Hall
Hall
hates
had
R. Kelly.
what?
Because he took his whole shit.
You ought to hate the nigga that's making his suits. That nigga suits don't fit nowhere. The
Shout
sleeve is too long.
Shout out to-
Under the armpit is too tight.
Shout out to Chess King.
That nigga got one
Why
tail
Mike
is longer than the
Joker
other.
today?
Oh,
I'm gonna bring the show back
Let me tell
down.
I'm with you 1,000%. The one
The couture cap Callaway look.
Sued me.
I fear two things: God and the bad tailor. That's it.
Y'all.
Hey, you remember?
Who's some of the worst dressers in entertainment right now?
Oh God!
Now, come on.
Come on.
Tell
Black
me,
or white?
Tell me and I'll say it.
95%
Write it down, I'll say it.
And who are some of the best?
95%.
Who are some of the best
I'll
dressers?
put it like this.
Let's know the
The
worst.
people every year at the Oscar. I'm talking from the gentleman's point of view. I mean,
Who
we can talk
sucks?
from the gentleman's point of view.
Who's horrible?
From the every year at the Oscars, they go and say, "Oh, old Hollywood glamour and who's elegant." 99% of those guys, including George Clooney, got on a clip-on bow tie.
What?
Now you are not.
No, they don't.
That's not. Yes, they do. It's a clip-on,
audacity.
man. That is not
Yeah.
fly. And this is here's an avant-garde statement. I said it in
Nigga
New
with
York
a
Times,
throat
actually.
toucher.
If you can't tie a bow tie and a stick, and you can't drive a stick, in my book, you're not even a man.
Well, I can't tie a bow tie, nigga.
You need to learn.
When the last time I wore a bow tie?
Yeah, where you gonna look?
Nigga,
He gonna look
I
like
eat pork.
He look like a Rasta
Tuxedo?
Muslim.
You never.
No, I've never worn a tuxedo.
Never.
No.
I know you've been invited to a formal occasion.
Yeah, I wear a
So
suit
what
and
did you
tie.
wear?
Suit and tie.
Okay, well, I bet that
I can tie a title.
No,
Congratulations. That's good. That's fine.
I can drop a stick.
I don't think most people in here can tie a bow tie.
I agree, but that's just my avant. I mean, being again one of the at the helm of this gentleman's movement. That's me kind of pushing the envelope of another thing to kind of aspire to and raising expectations.
You should do a bow tie tying demo tape.
I'd love to see
in my book, Advanced Your Swagger, actually told. I think I am going to do that.
No, don't put it on YouTube.
Every time I wear a bow tie,
put it on my website.
Every time I wear a bow tie, somebody tries to buy a bean pie from me.
I'll send you a white woman.
Who remembers Howard Hewitt's Jerry curl? Remember Howard Hewitt?
No, that's his real hair.
That was his real hair?
You get that Puerto Rican grade.
Right.
Ready for the world, Jerry.
As long as it's not a dry Jerry curl.
Riley.
But where you gonna get some Carefree juice? We gonna get the juice to moisturize.
They still sell it.
Impossible.
You can put
They
pink oil
still
on
sell
everything.
curl actives.
Pink oil
Where do
can
you
go on
get a Jerry
anything.
curl? in
San
Oakland?
Bernardino,
Really?
At the shop.
Moreno Valley.
People
at the
still
shop.
get Jerry curls.
Listen, we should take a camera
Sweet
cruise.
Timmy's, you can get a Jerry curl.
They've got it.
You go to Sulphur or Us and get a Jerry curl.
My grandpa sells a Jerry curl, kind of, but it's like patchy. And it's dry.
He got the Jerry but no curl.
Yeah.
You girls remember Sulfur 8?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember medicated Sulfur 8?
Scalp.
Oh,
Stink.
man. That's
Put down your
stink.
heels.
My sister,
Yeah, NASCAR.
Does it work?
Listen,
my shit's still dry.
I will use that shit.
yeah.
The Sulfur 8.
Medicated sulfur on your
Did you guys used to get your hair straightened by the stove from your mom? Your hair?
They
y'all
both
have-
got-
we
I had
both got
a
mixed.
white-
Yeah,
I had a
they're
white-
mixed, nigga.
They
yeah,
mixed.
nice
I had a
grade.
white man.
Okay.
My mom put 2 braids and called it a day. So yeah.
well, let's do this because
I almost told a bad joke. I
Lewis
didn't even do it.
Lewis brought up a good point about gentlemen. So why don't I just make it a very general thing? Here goes 5 things for the weekend, gentlemen, that you should handle so that you'll start off Monday. You're all the way on point. All right, so let's do it like this.
Can
Number
we comment
one.
in between these 5 things?
Of,
You want us to be
of course.
Okay,
This. I got some funny ones.
Okay.
All right, first of all, number one.
You are funny though. If you want to, I've seen you before. You funny.
Number one. Number one. Get a manicure. All right, gentlemen, and a pedicure. First of all, don't hate on it. Your feet will thank you. All right, gentlemen.
All your open-toed cowboy boots would thank you.
You're saying a professional one.
Yeah, a professional one. Let me tell you something. Folks at work, you're there, you're doing well, you're at the top of your game, you got your
The bubblegum flavor.
Oh my god. It's gonna be a very sexy thing if you go ahead and pamper your man and you know, get the lotion. If you don't want a girl rubbing lotion on your feet and being very sensual about
Yes.
it.
But let me ask you,
be very sexy.
but let me ask you, because women always go to the extreme. I think most guys here just got this thing called hygiene.
Yes.
That's good enough for me.
No, a lot of guys do not have hygiene.
Most average
listen,
person
just
got hygiene.
all I'm saying is,
We ain't talking about
we're going to
Captain
move on to
Caveman.
number 2,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, guys, don't knock it till you try it.
if a
Literally,
nigga
your
got-
feet and hands will thank you. Go
It's not a
ahead.
dead
But
skin
no,
on your
no
feet.
French tips though, right?
No. None of that. And don't, and let me say this.
Especially
no
the feet.
clear polish, man.
Just
Get
get
it
it
buffed
buffed.
out. Get it buffed out.
Thank you.
Thank
yes.
you.
Buffed out.
Finley.
No clear polish. That's nasty. I know there's some pimps out there that's doing that now, looking
Too
at
much.
themselves like, I ain't supposed to be doing this. No, Negro. So now,
Especially when
number
it starts
2.
chipping.
Number two.
Number 2. And I'm gonna say, I'm informing it. If people only around your way know what you're saying,
It's not English.
That's true.
no. You don't need to talk louder.
Right.
You need to better enunciate.
Right. Right.
You need to better enunciate.
Yeah.
You know, for real. So listen, just
Hemp is not a word.
And with that,
Hemp is not a word.
yeah, around your way, you know, you can
Yeah.
talk like, you know, you already know. But I'm
Right.
just saying,
But I don't
when
know.
you move on, but when you're moving around, you never know who you're coming in contact. That may be your next blessing, your next job
Know what I'm
opportunity,
saying?
or whatever. Make sure when you're talking to this individual, you're presenting yourself so that they know exactly what you're saying and you're articulate.
Yeah, I
You
believe
know
that.
you don't know what you're saying if you have to finish it with, you know what I'm saying?
And nigga keep, and the nigga,
Know what I mean?
Hilarious.
Know what I mean?
the
We gotta
nigga
stop-
eyebrows like the McDonald arches, and nigga like, huh?
Well,
Just saying huh all the time.
We've got to stop taking pride in butchering the language and thinking that's
Yeah,
cool.
agree.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Agree.
I agree with you. That's a good one.
Excellence is in
And
I didn't
not-
like number 5, but number 4 was right on
And
point.
that's not selling out or being white. That's being.
That's
Okay.
called getting the
Listen,
job.
Number three.
Number 3.
Every opportunity that you have, including any job that you have, you're really auditioning and or interviewing.
Right.
In other words, right now, I'm sitting here. I'm co-hosting.
Right.
Folks is listening. Somebody may say, you know what? He may be good to have his own radio show. I may not have been thinking about radio or
Right.
that sort of thing. So every opportunity, you have to look at it as you're auditioning. So
Right.
when you, whatever you're doing, no matter what it is, you got to be thinking like somebody's watching and somebody's paying attention and thinking about what else this individual could possibly do. So with that, I want to give you a quote. It's from Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays, who taught Martin Luther King everything that he knows about nonviolence.
Right.
You know, he was the president of Morehouse College, my alma mater. And this quote is, I start my confidence chapter in my book. It says, whatever you do, do it so well that no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can ever do it any better. And I've always kept that creed in whatever I did.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, regardless. And I just think that moving forward, just kind of keep that in the back of your head. You're auditioning, whether you like it or not. Somebody's looking at you.
That's
Good
beautiful.
point.
Thank you, Mr. Bentley.
That's number 3. So
Right.
What I said, 5?
Yeah, you get 5.
We're
Five.
number 4.
Okay.
We're on number 4.
All right, number 4. All right, let's go.
No, you're number 2. You already gave 3.
No, I gave 3, so it's number 4.
Okay, I thought you were going 5, 4, 3. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been in jail. They count backwards.
Yeah.
30 days ago.
All right, here we go. Listen,
He's been divorced.
if
so.
you feel,
he don't count.
if you feel that you know how to use pots and pans from listening to Jeezy.
From who?
From listening to Jeezy, Young
Oh,
Jeezy,
okay.
from listening
Okay.
to Young Jeezy.
Okay.
Have 2 sets of pots and pans. I don't want no residue in my fried okra.
Exactly.
I don't want no residue in my fried okra.
No crack.
All right.
Okay. Don't
Look, you keep it hood on the etiquette too. We keep it
Right.
hood.
So don't use your crack. The bowl you use to cook crack.
It's another
Make
set of
oatmeal.
pots and pans.
Right.
How
Pyrex
about
owners.
don't cook
Okay.
crack?
Yeah.
There you go.
Again,
Yeah,
but I just
I
keeping it
believe in
funny.
that. I believe in that too, Porter.
Well, baby.
Don't do drugs.
Baby.
Just sell it.
Baby,
Right. Good
baby,
point.
Well, baby step. We'll take baby
All right,
steps.
that's number 4. And number 5.
Can I speak on number 4?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, the cocaine doesn't get into the pot. You put it in either like a little baby jar or old mayonnaise jar. You put the cocaine into that.
Jesus Christ, John.
So it actually don't get into the pot. So you can still cook your grits without getting cocaine in it.
Here,
I'm just throwing it out there. for
That's
now.
fine, but
a
I
baby
don't
bomb.
I'm
want
here to share now.
residue.
Now your
I
baby
don't
might be a
want-
little high, but you know the crack in the crib might not go together. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
All right.
Keep going.
And the last thing, and this is a real one, and this
Number
affects
5.
all of us, because of this digital age, we talk so often with our PDAs, BlackBerry, Sidekick,
Right.
Metro PCS,
Right.
whatever it is that you're using.
Right.
And what has happened is you end up talking all of the time in shorthand. You ain't using no complete sentence. I do it. All right, you know what I'm saying? So, but with that, we got to talk about PDA etiquette. All right, and don't be typing in all caps.
Right.
Because it's, you know what I'm saying, it look like you yelling. You know what I'm saying? It look like you yelling. But really, like, just be mindful of it, because what happens is you're so used to texting and that sort of thing,
Right.
and then next thing you know, you have to actually send a real email.
Right.
And you get kind of crippled, and you be like, man, like I hadn't really written
A
regular letter in so long, because we don't write anymore.
Right.
Again, on the whole BlackBerry and that PDA thing, because of this digital age and because of this, we don't relate anymore.
You don't
Let me
call
tell you
it.
why I know it's bad. Let me tell you why I know it's bad.
Exactly.
I had a show last night, and this dude didn't laugh. He just yelled LOL.
Oh my God! But on that,
LMAO.
but the last thing is on that, when you're texting and email, all of the above, and the reason not only, you're like, when you're sending an email and that sort of thing, remember, this is a permanent record. All right, we know folks. Yeah, we know folks. You know, the mayor in where? Detroit?
Yeah,
Or-
Detroit.
You know, listen, this is a permanent record.
Yep.
All right, so you need to really be careful and know that when you just getting fly by the night and you just texting your man or your girl or whatever,
Right.
this is a permanent record.
Right click save.
So, ladies, do not put my name on the motherfucker. Just say I'm coming through. I know who you are.
But you know, me and my girls, like, we email each other, like, we cut and paste whenever someone sends us a ridiculous
Yep.
email where
Yep.
it misspells, and we clown each other. We're like, we outdo each other with the worst
The worst,
misspellings.
that's funny.
And one guy, 45 years old, he does not know the difference between N-O and K-N-O-W. And he mixes them up all the time.
Yeah, a
And
lot
he's
of people.
That is
But
a
that's
no-no.
horrible. 45 years old. And he doesn't understand why I won't talk to him.
And
Like,
this is-
dude,
I'm only 41.
I don't understand some things on the computer sometimes. Like SMH. What is that?
shaking my head.
Oh, really?
It's-
I didn't
okay,
know
'cause
that.
there's a lot of
Go
things
on.
I just
What else?
don't know. I mean,
I thought it
I'm
meant
I didn't know
smash.
that either.
I
reading
didn't-
my
Shaking my
kids'
head,
stuff, and I'm trying
What
to.
else? What's another
I don't
one?
know, something
makes
with your
sense.
parents
I'm shaking my head
over
like,
your shoulder.
I ain't-
What's the
I ain't
one
with
if
it.
your parents are over your shoulder while you're on the computer? Is there one?
I don't know that.
Click back the screensaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
and,
don't know.
and I agree with you, Bentley, is that, you know, the texting thing and
Yeah.
the MySpace and thing, and you
Yeah.
take out the communication.
It's real.
And now you don't have people skills when it's time for you to talk
Right.
to
It's very
somebody.
true.
Like Chris said, you talking in fucking text codes and shit. And we need to get back. But I text girls, or the people I text is the people I don't want to talk to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
just want to, you know, is you
Yeah.
coming through or is you ain't?
But
What's the proper etiquette if you're in a meeting and your phone rings?
Yeah, this is a hairy thing. But this is a hairy thing, and I do speak about it in my book. And it kind of depends, like, on what the community is. Now, if this is a brand new meeting and you talking about some stuff like, I just think you absolutely just need to say no, unless if you keep it on, you may glance at it. First of all, glance at it on the sly, regardless. Try to glance at it so that nobody sees it, regardless who you're around. Is my opinion. But if it's something that you absolutely, positively must take, you should excuse yourself from the table. You should excuse yourself from the table, and you should go.
But isn't that rude if I'm in a pitch meeting?
Excuse me. No. If you're in a pitch meeting. If
I'm in a pitch meeting, because we all Hollywood do our thing.
This is real.
If I'm in a pitch meeting or I'm in a meeting, whatever, it's kind of rude if I, what I'm saying? First of all, put your phone on fucking vibrate, then you can totally ignore it.
Even silent probably in the meeting.
Yeah, cut it off. But don't get up in the middle of if I'm meeting with you, and you say, hold on, gentlemen, I got to take this call, there's no need to come back. Well, I'm going to take your idea and sell it over to
if you're trying to get a job from somebody, you need to impress them. So there's no ever way you need to answer your phone unless it's like an emergency, like someone's dying. Right. What about in restaurants? I've been in a restaurant one time, and this guy was on his phone so loud. We were the only black people in this. We were the only black people in this Beverly Hills restaurant, right? So they're already looking at us crazy. This dude is leaning back in his chair on his phone. He's like, "Oh hell no, nigga, suck a nigga dick. Oh hell no, nigga, you bullshit." I'm looking at him like, shut the. I'm like, shut the hell up.
Flora?
No, it was a dude saying this stuff, and he was so loud, obnoxious. It was so embarrassing.
There's some cell phone audible etiquette. For instance, if you in line and everybody knows that you behind on your rent,
hysterical.
You talking too loud on your cell phone.
Hysterical.
Yeah. What about
if you in line and you just got your results?
Wow. And everybody knows.
And everybody knows.
How about when people, you can hear the other person on the phone that they're talking to?
They turn the volume down.
Yeah, you can hear them talking. Like, are you kidding me? That's just too loud.
Yeah, nigga. You gotta have, like my man Bentley said, we gotta speak, outside of our neighborhood or outside of my community.
Let me
ask you
what
I'm saying? Go ahead, Chris.
At what age is it that it's not okay to show dudes naked girls on your phone?
Yeah, great one. When
you're a senior citizen in Bay Age too.
Okay, I'm tired of grown ass nigga. Nigga, look at this. Nigga, look what I just hit. Listen, this ain't 9th grade. Everybody's fucking. Okay,
Thank you.
You have to impress me with some pussy.
No, but I don't know. Chris,
he could if he wants.
You gotta show.
I was just at the CIAA tournament. Shout out to North Carolina.
That's so fun.
That is one of the most fun things going for black folks.
Don't
mess
it up and have all the hood people go, because it's actually a nice event.
It is a very.
What is it exactly?
Don't tell them. Keep it
you're a hood. No, you're right.
Keep it to ourselves.
But anyway, the CIAA tournament, I was there, and
CIAA.
It is a conference, like the SI. It's a conference. Oh, my bad. So anyway,
I'm going in.
What the hell were you talking about? Because I done forgot now.
Showing naked pictures.
All right, so I got a lot of family in the South, so I had like granduncles coming up. You know what I mean, to North Carolina, and.
Showing you pictures.
What they
Look at your auntie.
What they
ain't nobody got tits like this, I tell you. Yeah.
Oh, Beatrice got a laugh on.
Imagine this coming down the phone.
This paragraph 8 in your book, boy.
I thought it was Big Mama because she was old. Look at these.
They really appreciate some of those images that you just probably will throw away. Is the bottom line.
Oh, so they
love it.
Bottom feeders of porn.
I love it too. I love it. A dude show me, a picture of a banging chick. When I see her out,
and it goes both ways, because I have friends that show me the guy swipe.
A lot of women, a lot of men are showing. Yes, a lot of men are showing, emailing and texting penis pictures of girls. I've seen so many male penises that I don't care to see. I've seen yours, Johnny Mack.
Are you serious? People send pictures of their
Thank you, Claudia.
Yes.
It's impressive, ain't it?
Johnny Mack, you sent out a picture of yourself? That's gay.
No, he showed me.
I sent it to a woman. You should try it. Don't be sitting your hand out with your residue on it.
Oh, wow.
Claudia, you saw that for real? I did show it to you.
Yeah, it's yellow. It's kind of yellowish.
Yeah, no, it's dark. It's a little dark.
Yellowish. That's what came out.
Oh wow!
Go see the doctor.
Well, nothing's coming out of yours. But anger, nigga. That's all coming out of your dick, nigga. It's anger.
Nigga, come fire.
That nigga did go fuck.
It's like a tea kettle going on.
That's all right. Whoever gets it gonna be worn out, boy.
Yeah, no, they won't.
8 seconds.
A great 5 seconds.
No.
5 are possible.
You better masturbate before you.
This nigga be sodomizing his own hand at night, nigga.
No, I'm telling you, whoever rolls up, she's gonna be in trouble. Rumble. She's gonna get treated well.
That's good.
That's trouble.
Treated well.
I'm gonna call her afterwards and call her by her right name and not call her bitch or a hussy, and I'm gonna kiss her. and
She's
cuddle
in
her.
trouble.
I'm gonna spoon her and
I'm gonna
insert my
rub the
penis.
exit on her feet.
I'm gonna spoon her.
I'm gonna take her to Forever 21 the next day.
I'm gonna grind the hell out of her.
We go to Buffalo
I'm
Exchange.
gonna dry her.
Last bonus.
Asked about her placenta.
Last bonus etiquette
Louis is
tip,
gonna dry her.
and I just said this to Claudia. I believe that you need 7 hugs a day to be adequate.
What?
You need at least 7 hugs a day.
Are those real hugs or
Real
fake
hugs.
hugs? 'Cause
Real
there's a lot
hugs.
of fake hugs
The
going
LA
No,
on.
I agree. No, I agree.
Not the arm in the
Real
middle
hug.
and the 2
No,
pats on the
no.
back.
But I mean, I'm not. 7 hugs a day.
No,
to
a
be
real
adequate.
hug to
Never.
a man is that when like your frontals are touching.
I would have rather that our hug had been that.
'Cause it seems
but-
like-
I'd rather nigga give me a peace sign, nigga. That's
It seems like when
No,
you
seriously.
keep your lower end away from the. Give me a real hug, girl.
But this is all I'm
Gently,
saying.
why
Try it over the weekend.
why do I need-
Start your day with 7 hugs. It's like try to get 7 hugs early on, and just watch your energy throughout the whole day. That's all I'm saying.
That's if she
Give it a
likes you.
shot.
If she doesn't like you,
you talking about? I don't get it.
There's
Other people, like, hey, fam, like when I saw you, we gave us the bro hug.
Right.
That counts.
Okay,
You
okay.
owe him
That
6 more.
counts.
You owe
I thought you
6
talking about
more.
embracing the
But
nigga.
think
I'm
about
like,
it. But let me just give you an example. Right now, how many hugs has everybody had? Let's do a poll. How many hugs has everybody had right now? You've had 2 today, Claudia.
I had 1.
You've had 1.
I think I had maybe one.
Lewis.
I didn't have any.
See?
Oh.
And it sounds like it.
Some of the jokes just
the
write
last time we had a
themselves.
hug, they were huggies. What do you mean about a hug? The girl that left my
Hug or the
the girl that
home
left
joint.
my crib this morning, she hugged me.
All right, and then I gave you the homeboy joint just now.
So that's
So that's 2.
So
I done had about 8 or 9.
see?
And now how
you got
And look how much better I am than them. I'm happy. I'm cheerful.
But I will tell you though, I mean, there's a person here that every time hugs me, it just, I hate it.
Oh, you hate it?
And
Trifling?
Who got a bad hug?
no, but I'm
Poetess.
saying,
Hate a bad
Poetess
hug.
grinds
there's
on you.
nothing worse than
Hell
someone wanting
no.
to hug you and you don't want them to hug you. You're like, get the fuck
Well, I
out
think-
of
Well, who
You
is
know
it?
what? A lot of guys hug me just because they want to press on my chest.
That is true.
I
Well, I don't
believe
have
that.
that problem.
I'm
That
going
is
to
true.
Have I hugged you
go ahead and
today? Have I
catch
hugged
up
you
on my
today?
hugs right
But
now.
Mr. Bentley,
I'm going to get 8 hugs from you.
Some guys are like, don't touch me, don't hug me.
should she let the guy know who's sitting here wondering if they're the
It's
one?
you, Louis. It's you,
Is it
Louis.
me? No, I didn't hug her.
No,
I
just next time you give him a hug, just hit him with just like I just gave Claudia a hug. I'm like, come on now, you can give me a better one than that.
Right.
If the girl's not making eye contact with you, she doesn't want you to hug her.
I like when I hug Poetess because her breasts will go right into your arms.
Yeah.
Wow.
Feel like you got
Some side airbags.
Hey, that's good to know.
old animal back.
If a girl's not looking at you, she doesn't want to hug you. What if she's cockeyed?
Speaking of areola,
Should you be hugging her?
Hysterical. So, Claudia, you hug people that you don't want to hug? Is that considered a hug?
It's a rape
What?
hug.
It's a.
What about those kind when you really don't want it?
They force you to hug
Is that
them.
still giving you that same energy?
No, it's
saying it's
not.
a rape
yeah, I know
hug.
what you mean on that.
You've been
There's
like-
some folks out there,
It's a sympathy hug.
there's a
Like a
personal
Suge Knight
space
can't
thing.
walk down the street and say,
There's
yo,
a
man, you heard about what happened to me and gave me a
Yeah,
hug.
he got raped. Rape hug. That's a rape hug.
No, it's a personal space thing too. I get it, but folks, just in general,
What
folks
do
that
do?
you know.
Okay,
What if I don't want to hug that person?
Yeah,
That's
what do you
still
do?
considered a
you
hug?
Put the arm up,
Yeah.
or you
You throw the fist up, which
No,
means
like-
you
like-
also.
He's trying to say, included in this 7, does it have to be a good, I want to hug you?
I think so.
Why
Okay.
7?
But
You
again,
created this.
I did.
Yeah, he said, I think so.
And
Let me
this
get
is a
back
new
to you on
thing.
that.
yeah.
You know
So
what?
that's book 2.
I am going
Give
to
it a
increase
try.
my hug.
Increase your hugs.
How
Try
many
it
of you
over the
had
You need
weekend.
a hug, Johnny Mac.
Oh, this
I
could-
hugged you today.
I did. I hug Claudia all the time.
Is
and
there
Paul.
a-
we hug
is
all
there
of
a
each
hug-
other.
I've only had 4.
Is
That's
there
what I'm
a
saying.
hug hotline? Because I mean,
He needs it.
When it
Yeah, I want to, Claudia.
There's a
let's
suicide
I wanna-
hotline.
I'm about to
Maybe you
get
should
fired.
call it.
Give me a hug, Claudia.
Oh, he's gonna hug you one more time. Hold on.
Pull
they,
a top up.
they're both.
Pay attention if the frontals touch.
Pull a top up.
They're
Pull a
both.
top. Pull a
They're
top
both
up.
welcome.
Pull a top up. Pull a top up.
Oh,
Pull a top up. Oh, he put a
Mr. Bentley.
Oh
That's
my
a real
God!
hug.
Put on the condom, please. Put on the condom.
Was that a
Real
G or a
hug.
I
gent?
think
You
he
gonna
got me
need it.
I think I'm pregnant.
Oh,
Oh,
now.
look, now he's behind
Now
you.
he hit
Behind
the
you.
forget that.
You can have a
He
back
gave me
pocket, baby.
He gave me a doggy.
Was that a G or a gent that just hugged her right
He gave me
there?
a
The
doggy
stomach.
style
No,
hug.
that was before I'm a man. I'm a
I'm
mammal.
chubby.
Oh.
I'm chubby.
All right,
He
so
gave me a doggy style hug.
I like that. That was a good hug.
Said
That was a
before
good
I'm
hug.
a man, I'm a
Because
mammal.
as you was hugging him, your derriere was sticking out at the
I
same
like
time.
that.
yeah, she's got what's the color that's between that
Oh.
like ice blue and purple?
Oh,
it's called
I got
cerulean.
royal
She got on
blue.
cerulean. I think it's more like cerulean.
No, it's like
Did you
Patriot.
say cerulean?
Yeah, I think it's more
Ain't
like
that a
cerulean.
medicine?
It's blue. See, it's blue. It's like that.
Claudia, don't do that to
Oh.
us.
It's a Patriots blue.
You see these little interns?
Indianapolis blue.
I'm telling you, the little boy just fell out.
Bing.
I think that's sexy though, Claudia. And you just see like the
Cerulean.
top of the.
Serenium.
I hear we can see the top of a girl's thong.
I love it.
I don't like that.
I think
not like
that is a lady.
I know.
I like the.
That is a lady.
No.
Especially when it's on a white girl with no booty and the booty's sagging.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
That is a lady.
Especially
Yeah.
on the
I don't like
beat
that.
A
you go
loose
to?
G-string on a flat ass has got to be what. You
Worst
got to
thing.
hem up your G-string.
So nasty.
She got a clothespin on a G-string.
And those girls are the girls that think they got booty.
Yeah, I love when a white girl says, "Oh my God, my ass is so fat."
Yeah, it's
No,
like,
bitch, you forgot the L.
You're
flat.
wide.
So Claudia, you think that's disgusting if you can see the top of a girl's
I don't think
G-string?
I think it looks gross. I think it looks like tacky.
I think it's gross when you see the top of a guy's G-string.
I do too.
Why is the guy wearing a G-string?
I'm gonna tell you the nasty
What about
thing.
the bottom of his balls? Is that happy?
Wow. Wow.
Don't forget the stepchildren.
Oh my
The
God.
nastiest thing I saw, I was at a
Forget
celebrity
those.
basketball game, and they had all these little kids, and there was like a 9-year-old, and she had a little tea bag. You could see her little.
Nice.
Is that gross?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Why would they even make them that size?
They do. Was she a big 9-year-old or?
No.
Okay.
There's nothing worse than
Not
seeing
your
a
side.
little girl that's too overdeveloped.
Here, you know, there was. You guys know about Jamie Foxx and Beyonce getting waxed. Is everybody aware of this?
No.
Jamie Foxx waxed Beyonce?
Yeah, 'cause Jamie has been waxing a few people.
What happened?
I believe it's Wax Museum, right? No,
Madame Tussauds, actually.
Madame Tussauds, right? So was it this week that was it this past week?
No, well, I heard it was like it was already in Vegas.
Right?
It was in Vegas like a year ago, but
Oh,
they're bringing it to L.A. right now.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
later
gotcha,
this
gotcha,
year.
gotcha.
Later this year.
Now they're in the Dream Girls outfit, and what's going on with it?
Hilarious.
Hey, but did you guys hear about the woman who bit her boyfriend's
Oh my God!
tongue, part of his tongue
Why?
off?
Why did she do that?
She was upset.
Because I was mad.
She was upset because he has not gotten her pregnant yet.
So now she ain't gonna get no oral
So
sex.
now-
she ain't getting oral sex either now.
So now, you know, she was
A lot
upset.
of lip service.
She was upset.
Wow.
He went to console her.
And he's pissed.
I know you can never hold a pacifier in his mouth. I tell you that.
Oh my goodness.
She asked him for a kiss,
Despicable.
and she
He
bit
licked
his
his-
tongue. And when he pulled back, a piece of the tongue
Oh.
stayed in her mouth.
How do crazy girls like this have boyfriends?
And his
I don't get it.
And
She
his
stuck his
job
tongue.
is
There had to
customer
be a warning
He
service.
stuck his tongue out.
Yeah,
like,
they said
"Ah,
his job is customer service, so now he can no longer.
Oh, that's true.
He can never use the phrase tongue in
he
cheek.
got the ill lisp.
He quoted, "I will never enjoy a curry again."
He said, "You're joking,
Yeah,
right?"
some of his taste buds are messed up.
I didn't get that.
That nigga sound like Coogee rap now.
Speedy, that was for you.
Hey, did you guys hear that Craigslist is being sued for
Craig?
promoting prostitution?
Oh my God. I was with a
Yeah.
friend of mine.
Word?
Okay, true story. I was on my way to Phoenix. A gay guy was with us. He put an ad on Craigslist. He's like, I'm going to Phoenix for the weekend. And he put an ad out about, I'm going to be in Phoenix. Like, let's get it popping. And a lot of guys responded. Like, they wanted to be down with him, like, to hang.
Say it again.
He put like an ad out saying basically I'm gonna be in this city this weekend. What's cracking? And a bunch of dudes came out to like. So it was not used for work. It's a lot of times it's used for like prostitution, hooking up,
But
dating.
does he get money for it? Or he was just a guy trying to have some fun?
Yeah.
So Claudia, when
That's fun.
you and your girls hang out and there's a gay guy, is he one of you guys?
Kind of, but I'm not the type of girl that gets undressed around them. Like I've never been that type. Anyways, like when I was like a conservative model in fashion shows, I always have my bag to. I wouldn't just be like free with it. But yeah,
You was a
kinda.
what? You was a what?
And he
I'm pretty
dressed
conservative. I'm real
she said.
conservative.
And he can point out every gay dude in the club. That's why I like to hang with gay dudes.
Yep.
A lot of them want other people to be gay. That's
I
the whole
agree.
thing.
I
He's
agree.
gay.
Yeah,
Him right there,
yeah,
he's
exactly.
gay. No, he's not, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You want us, so
the
you
girl
check
could be
out.
sitting on your
exactly.
lap. He's gay.
He's gay. He doesn't really enjoy that lap dance.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
Well,
nigga,
they're saying
that nigga want a tap dance.
They're saying that there are people being pimped on Craigslist. Literally.
yeah, a lot of gay
That's
guys
too
are
bad.
being bullies now. They want to force you to look at them and stuff.
What the fuck?
happened?
Hey, on that note,
No.
it's been a great show. We're going to wrap it up. Chris Spencer, tell our listeners what you doing and where we can find you.
Every Wednesday night, I am at the R&B Live at Cinespace, 6356 Hollywood Boulevard. Thursday nights, I'm at the Savoy, 214 South Manchester in Inglewood. Don't be afraid. It's the gangsters' parents that actually come out for the show.
Hysterical. Claudia Jordan, where can we find you? What you into?
Celebrity Apprentice, episode 2 this Sunday. Check it out. And if you missed the first episode, you can see it at www.watchapprentice.com. It was a really good first episode.
Right.
We're now the top rated show on NBC. So
Let's
it's
get
really
that a round
big
of
time,
applause.
you know.
That's
Yes.
great.
Black people on a highly rated show.
That's
is
right.
kind of a big
Claudia
deal.
What
so
day, what network, what time?
Sundays on NBC at 9 o'clock. And
NBC.
this week you see one of these bitches try to swagger jack one of my ideas,
What?
and we kind of get into it,
Word?
and I get sick on the show. So check it out. And
Pre-bite.
also my show Monday nights on the Claudia Jordan show right here in Foxxhole.
TDP, where can we find you?
I'll be the new host of Speedy's Comedy Corner Wednesday night. I'll be all over the city. I appreciate
Shout
being
out to
here.
Speedy.
Shout out to Fox
He ain't
King
giving you
Management.
five.
TDP is back. You hitting the stages again, TDP?
Stay off my dick.
You were funny in the 80s.
Wow.
Stay off my dick.
Wow, okay.
Give me my jokes back.
Yo, Poetess, what can we find you and what you into?
I just want everybody to check out my website, thepoetess.com.
Louis Dix?
Hey, this Sunday, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the lowest rated show. No, I'm just kidding. The Discovery Channel. Please check it out. And
Tell the name of it again one more
Do you
time.
know it?
It's called Baby Madness, Candid Kids.
Can you be happier? You ain't been on TV
Yeah.
in 15 years. Come on. Let's go.
I am pretty excited. My mom was
He
really
hasn't been on
excited.
TV since Hawaii 5-0. You should be ecstatic.
No. He was on Magna P.I.
Book him, Dano.
I hung
You
in
still
there.
got the mustache.
He was co-hosting for the Martha Washington special.
Right? He was the pilot on
Tell the name of the
MASH.
show again,
The name of the
please.
show is Baby Madness, Candid Kids. I'm the host, and you're right. I'm proud. Yeah, it's a
You
mustache.
should be proud. Congratulations to Louis Dix, man. You got a show on the air.
My mustache kind of like your new
LD.
hair. He's got the new hairstyle. I got the new mustache.
That's the same mustache.
Oh,
Yeah.
same
Let
mustache.
it go. Let it go.
Yeah, leave the jokes to us.
Yeah, please. Leave a joke to us and your wife. Fonzworth Bentley, tell everybody where we can see you and everybody know all about
Mr.
you.
Bentley.
Every Tuesday, MTV, executive produced by Jamie Foxx and Mr. Marcus King, from Gs To Gents at 10 o'clock on MTV. Also, go online and check it out if you don't have cable. Other than that, the Cool Outrageous Lovers of Uniquely Raw Style album project will be coming this spring, executive produced by Kanye West. I'm very excited about that. Thank you guys, fans out there. And they told me to mention the book. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
my
What
book,
up,
Adventure
boy?
Swagger: How to Use Manners, Confidence, and Style, where we took a lot of the teaching from the show from. And also go to MissionG.com. They actually have like 5 shows there, and I host one called Leave It on the Floor. It's a lifestyle network, and it's fashion, music, dance, what's on the streets, what's happening. I'm excited. Hit your boy on MySpace because I checked my own and I got kicked off Facebook. Cool Outrageous Lovers. CoolOutrageous.com is
Why did you
coming
get
very
kicked
soon.
off Facebook?
Because I had more than 5,000 friends.
Wow.
Is that Jamie in
Yeah, we
real
got
time?
Jamie on.
What's up, Jamie?
Hey, Jamie.
Jamie Foxx.
There's
Yeah,
Jamie.
we got
I
Fox on the computer. Go ahead, Claudia. You got.
Sorry, I just want to throw one more thing in.
so shy.
I was just in New York. I did the Maury show yesterday. It's gonna come on like a week and a half, and I did a segment on the Caught on Tape segment.
Eagles.
And there's a funny guy in there. I want to talk about on my show this week. A guy in a wheelchair who created a niche for himself. The hottest porn star on wheels. His name is Dick on Wheels, and it's just a funny topic. So we're gonna get into that on my show. So I don't know. I just
The
wanna
hottest porn, the only porn
the
star
only
on
porn
wheels.
star in a wheelchair. So yes, Dick on Wheels is his name. I just thought that was worth mentioning. It was pretty
Does
funny.
he use a condom or axle grease? Hey, yo, man. Oh, silence out, Billy.
Oh, and that being said, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being such graceful hosts for having me.
Well,
Thank you
the
for
second
coming
half
in.
anyway.
Yeah.
Mr. Bentley.
I was excited. I always love coming to the Foxxhole. We international, baby. Last but not least, pray for your first family. We in this together. God bless you, and we out.
Shout out to Speedy.